once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level. And we roll. And we rolled a critical hit to the heart. People grow up, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. We roll. Yeah. Yeah, we rolled a critical hit to the heart. We will never, never, ever forget. 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 We roll. And yeah, we roll. Yeah, we roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dinner and a Game. Thank you so much for allowing us to be part of your evening. We're going to do our best to navigate through
Entertain you?
Some what?
Entertain you?
Entertain you? I don't know if we're going to... Well, we're going to navigate through some very difficult situations as our heroes have just rescued one of their own from...
Some bad shit.
Some bad shit.
Bad shit.
And now we're gonna see how bad the shit is.
The shit is bad. We already know that.
It is bad. The shit is deeply, deeply bad. So what we're gonna be doing tonight is playing a little D&D 5e. We are going to be playing in Kingdom. That's a different game entirely. Kingdoms of Mist, which is our D&D 5e setting. That's a homebrew created by me and these lovely people. It is a setting that I loosely based off of Treasure Planet, but I wanted it to be more fantasy than sci-fi, although there was almost magic in both of them. And I wanted it to be something that, you know, it wasn't as broad as Spelljammer, but I wanted something that was kind of cool and that could give us the sensation of doing space travel. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let these wonderful, wonderful people tell you who they are and who they're going to be playing tonight. Yes, you will.
No.
Yes, you're going to. Stop it.
Nope.
Stop it.
Nope.
I will get out the squirt bottle.
All you're gonna do is squirt your own computer.
We're squirting.
Wait,
I thought that was
wet?
for later in the
Ray's
evening.
getting wet.
Mm-hmm. Jesus God. You go to your room.
Wait, he's here too.
I'm in my living
All
room.
right, hold on. Let me get.
I was talking about
let me get my
Lagros.
checkbook.
I mean, Ray's just gonna squirt himself. It's fine.
I'm not. I'm
Look,
supposed
as
to,
long
I
as
think I'm
they
supposed to
don't
be
get
up
it on
there
the
in
walls again.
December, right in time for Christmas, to give you your gift, a bunch of squirting in the face with a water gun in freezing weather.
Okay.
Santa's
Ray, I
squirting?
literally had to deal with a massive flood during that Arctic freeze we had. That's nothing.
Phrasing?
Oh, Santa squirts?
Oh, we have a hydrate from Numbers. Thank you, Numbers.
I'll
Santa
use my
squirts.
As if
the
we're not
30 in my
talking
hand.
about wet stuff enough.
Oh, good God. It's going to be a game, ladies and gentlemen.
It's fine. It's fine.
Everything's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Right.
How are you?
Fine.
So let me go. We're going to go through this. Sphinx is here and we'll be playing. As always, real life comes first, and he has some real life stuff he has to take care of right now. So we're going to give him the benefit of, letting him take care of that in peace and privacy and not bug him about it. So when he gets back, we will be able to see how he's doing, and we will see what happens for the rest of the evening. If something is really going bad and Sphinx needs to take the night off, we will probably figure something else out. Because it is going to be, this is one of those game sessions where we kind of are going to need everybody. So, but that's the way it is. We always say real life comes first, and so we'll do what we can. In the meantime, though, let's meet these lovely people and let them tell you who they're going to be playing. Let's start with adopted daughter, number 1. Milagros, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. My hell week at work is over. Very excited to also have a long weekend because of some holidays.
Excellent.
But I have emotional support chocolate because this gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt real bad. It's gonna hurt for the character I'm playing. Which is our paladin, just paladin, because she is my first D&D character, and I'm still learning. Don't care that it's been 3 years, still learning. Utopia Aster Okal. And it was her girlfriend Camille that we rescued last session. Rescued with the gigantic caveat of she now has a contract carved into her fucking back. And I know everyone's like, Utopia, it's not your fault. This feels like her fault. She's taken this. She didn't make the contract. She didn't sign the contract. But for fuck's sake, things keep happening to her loved ones. And it's happening now. And she feels very involved and very responsible, all right?
Hey. You know what's the perfect solution to that?
What?
Don't have loved ones.
See, I knew you were going to say some bullshit like that. Yeah, well.
It's Sam. What do you
It's,
expect?
I know.
I know what's going on, but I
knew
just
it
don't
was
want to think about it.
I mean, literally last session, all of us had some kind of illusion skeleton version of ooh, this person that you love that you thought was still alive, but they're actually dead. It was an illusion. But Drake,
You?
that's true. So sorry, Lex. It was two for Lex. But Drake didn't have one because he doesn't feel, he doesn't have friends. Except
Drake feels.
the person that was being targeted was still alive. It was Callie.
Yeah.
That would have been his we're gonna make him lose his fucking mind. If you haven't seen that episode, go back and watch it. There's a kick-ass fight, but also ow, just a lot of ow. If you like angst like I do, if you're doing Womptober, check that out. I will pass this along to the person who had 2 skeletons. Lex.
The Lexecutioner.
The Lexecutioner.
Hello. Hi. I'm Miss Liz. As I said, I play the Executioner, Lex Hardpaw, our zealot barbarian battlemaster fighter, who saw 2 shifter skeletons and basically said, "Fuck being stealthy, I'm gonna kill this man," and then proceeded to kill this man.
She did in fact kill this man.
Yeah, that was definitely a thing that happened.
It was great.
I mean, we still have to honestly acknowledge that he wasn't a man, but you did basically chop him into pieces. So.
Yes. I mean,
Okay.
that's
Can
what
we get-
happens when I get a crit with my pretty Vorpal axe.
In that case, can we get the word man substitute with the name B.itch?
I love the dot.
Yes, I killed this beat. I killed B.itch.
B.itch. Excellent. And who are you going to pass it to?
I have to. I'm sorry, buddy. I have to pass it to the man who doesn't feel.
Hey, that's
doesn't
not
have
entirely
friends.
true. I feel knives when I get stabbed.
Doesn't have friends.
God! I'm writing that down.
What was that?
I'm writing that down.
Doesn't have feels. What you mean? I feel it when I get stabbed.
Okay.
Bet I could do it fast enough. You won't feel it. My axe is sharp.
Not that
Axes
sharp.
don't stab, they
Just
slash.
turn him into
Exactly.
sashimi. Just slice him real thin.
Just some nice thin drink slices.
You won't even notice.
Sashimi. All right. And who are you playing, as if we haven't talked about carving them up already?
I play Drake, the group's rogue fighter. That just sounds like a fighter that's gone rogue, but you know,
I mean,
it
that's kind of what he
works.
is.
Yeah. The second oldest one in the group.
I was
So
like,
everyone conveniently
That's
forgets
true.
it.
Spiritually, he's not. Because
Spiritually-
Allie spiritually is not the oldest in the group. But she technically is. You're right.
Yeah.
numerically,
Emotionally.
Callie is the oldest one in the group.
By like a lot.
By a good margin.
Allie
Emotional-
will say-
They'll outlive everybody.
Oh!
Spiritually, Callie is baby and will always be
That's
baby.
why I
Always
can't
baby.
watch Free Ren. Because I just start thinking about Callie and I start fucking crying.
Can't watch what?
Hey,
can't
no,
watch
you
it.
think that's bad. You think
Every
that's
time.
bad. Remember this. Druids get whatever racial quote
They
unquote
get, they get
age
eternal
they
body.
have,
Yeah.
they suddenly stop aging. So
No.
on top of an elf's age, you're looking at
They don't stop aging. They age 1 year for every 100 they live.
Dear
yes. So
Lord.
congratulations, you just instead of aging or an elf living 1,000 years, you're looking
Yeah,
at
that'd
a
be like-
100,000 years.
No, I'd kill myself first.
No, like I feel like
Yeah.
elves being druids in that case should be like illegal or something. Like
I
feel
know. It really should be.
I
Why do
feel like
think
you
the
shouldn't
best
let them
druids
do
are
that.
elves. Especially
That's
the,
what-
the
no, but, like,
strongest
that's
druids
so
are
fucked up.
elves.
Because they have so long to perfect the craft.
Yes.
I think petition for these druid elves to be sent to what I affectionately call Space Florida in the world I made, where they get to retire and make little colonies of exclusively like completely geriatric, crazy ancient people. And then when they're done, they summon a psychopomp to be like, get me the fuck out of here. And everyone's like, bye, bye. And they get their soul yanked because there's no other way for them to die.
I mean, I have become a Valar. Okay, they just don't die. You just go back to the Undying Lands and you just don't die there.
And then you
just don't die
you just
there.
What do you
refuse
think
to die.
Space Florida is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
the Undying Lands.
That's where the Valar
No,
tell you how.
Space Florida is the Undying Lands, but everyone in the Undying Lands has an IQ of 80.
Yeah, they're all Florida man. They
Yeah.
all have like no one can smoke the weed that they grow in there because it's like you will start levitating and your soul will leave your body.
I
I'm
mean,
not
you
seeing
shouldn't
the
smoke
problem
druid
here.
weed anyway.
This is canon. Oh yeah, no, do not smoke druid weed. Do not.
Yeah, there should be no one who
Smoke
says,
druid weed.
there should be no one who ever goes up to the druids and goes, "I can smoke you under the table."
There's no way.
Smoke the druid
Come
weed.
into my
It's the
greenhouse.
quenchiest.
It's the quenchiest.
It's
the
the
quenchiest.
quenchiest.
We
Speaking
can
of
add
quenchiest-
druid weed.
We're missing out on one person,
The druid.
the quenchiest.
The
Immortal
quenchiest.
druid.
Quenchiest.
I get to play
Cassie.
Callie, the never dying druid.
Who will eventually go to space Florida.
Someone
Never
Cool.
die.
please,
Did you go to space Florida?
please send her to space Florida.
That is going to be a fucking child forever because
Isn't that just
she's
the Underdark?
She is baby. No,
she's definitely on the autistic like
The
Oh,
Underdark's not in
oh,
space.
church
yeah.
past like 50.
Yes.
I feel like
Yes.
we do have like when people say it's a spectrum, they mean they're talking about like a spectrum from Drake to Utopia. Well, Drake has STEM autism, and Utopia has like black and white Catholic coded. I have to be nice all the time, or I'll freak out autism. Like
See, okay, but
I didn't
the
even mean
spectrum
in
goes
that.
in like
I didn't even
Okay,
mean
but
that
now,
Drake is a
now
bitch.
I need your explanation of everyone's autism.
First, Our Lady in Autism, Callie.
You know?
I'm adding that title.
Calibatia, Our Lady in Autism.
Our Lady in Autism.
Okay, sorry, I was clipping that.
It's not even Autism Awareness Month, damn it.
Well, what would you play the clip in Autism Awareness Month?
Thank you.
And finally, Sphinx Akasha will be playing our bard and what was it?
Sorcerer.
I know it's sorcerer, but it's something sold sorcerer.
Shadow Soul?
Shadow Soul.
No,
that's-
it's Shadow Soul Sorcerer. It's I
College
can't remember
of
if he went with
Swords Bard.
sword. Was it swords?
College of
Swords.
Swords. College of Swords.
College Swords. I couldn't remember if it
Wood.
was swords or valor.
I love that we're all like
Sword.
we're all like trying to remember everything about Ed Spinks's character.
when we can all
but
cheat
I will
and
say,
keep it a
he
sheet if we really
has
wanted to.
reintegrated the Shadow Soul with him, too.
Yes.
Yeah,
So now he
he's-
does only have the 2 souls.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's back to 2 for the price of 1 instead of 3.
Yes.
And
Yes.
and
Which is
he is
more
the adopted father of Utopia.
Yes. Balestein
So when I
O'Call.
bloodily murder him this game,
Don't
on
even
top
joke
of-
about this. You already
No.
killed the
Ray.
entire rest of her family.
Right.
Yeah.
You know Lex won't allow that.
well, yeah, but that's why Lex is going to be trapped in a stasis cube.
No.
Yeah.
No. Lex
Yeah.
dies first.
That's
You
that's
better
real.
hope whatever's
No!
holding it doesn't hold in concentration.
No,
'cause
I
Drake will
have
find a
already
way to break
decided that
that.
if there's any way I can kill Callie just to torture Drake,
I
Callie
oh my
dies.
God.
You want to
my
see Drake go off
God.
that dark path real quick? Do it.
Yes.
Do it. You
He's
won't
a
like what
DM.
happens. You won't like what happens.
oh, I'll like.
I will give Sam free reign.
Dude, the backup character
I-
I had in mind was just like some mom that was just gonna show up and be like, "Hey guys, how is it going? Everything's
God,
great,
oh my
yeah."
Midwestern coded mom.
I know
Midwestern BBEG.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Maisie.
Wow. Just wow. All right, so we're hitting all the good parts.
Phrasing?
No.
This is why he wants to torture Drake.
Yep. That's,
Hey, you're the one who
that's it
uses
right
the
there.
words poorly.
Just gonna let that sit there and stew while I find out ways to murder Drake. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Kinky.
we're going to be launching into some D&D real fast in just a few moments. What we're going to be doing, though, also is we're going to do a little housekeeping real quick. Number one is at the end of the year, Dinner and a Game goes on an extended break, but we don't stop streaming. What happens is our regular GMs kind of step away from their games, and we open up all of our evenings that we normally would stream in December to people who want to possibly run games. So if you go to the Dinner and a Game Twitter, you will see that there is a link on there to a forum that Madness Diamond, Dinner and a Game's incredible keeper of my spine, has created that you can fill out to submit to possibly run games on DAG. Now, also later on in the month, because this is going to start in November. So later on, towards the end of October, once we have the GMs lined up, we're going to open up anything to, first off, the regular cast and guest cast have first dibs on any games they want to play in. But if we still need more players, we will be opening up an open call for casting for the actual player spots in these games. This is just a way we can help get some of more of the community who may not have had a chance to run on stream. We're also going to be looking for a lot of indie games to play, because that's what we want to be able to highlight and catalog, is get as many indie games. And the other last thing is, it's holiday season. Have to have a holiday themed. So the only ones that doesn't count for is our regular games that are like 3 or 4 shots that are going to be wrapping up, and the GMs are wrapping up in December. Those don't count. They don't have to be holiday themed. But if you can find a way to make it holiday themed, that would be cool. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and jump into the thing. Actually, we'll do a little thing on the side. Let's just get a 5-minute break so I can check in with Sphinx and see if he's going to be able to make it back. And then after we do the 5-minute break, then we'll be jumping into it if we are going to, or we'll be letting you know what we are going to do. All right? So we're going to take a 5-minute break, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back.
Across the table from you, once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level. And we run, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. To the heart, we will never, never, ever forget. 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 To the heart.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstaverns.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table.
fucking
Well,
love
that's the
that
thing.
bitch.
I'm still mad at you for ruining that for me.
Oh, you did, Sam?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Ruining what?
You ruined Deadpool
Ruining what
3?
happened to Gambit.
Or Deadpool Wolverine?
I was talking about the show.
Don't.
Yeah,
still haven't
I
watched
know.
It. Don't say
I
it.
haven't gotten that far yet.
Don't say
Don't
it. I
do it.
haven't watched it
Oh,
yet.
I
Don't
thought
do
you
it.
said you
Don't do
had.
it.
I'm so
no,
sorry.
I haven't gotten to
Silence,
97. I'm still
please.
watching the original.
Me too.
Oh, the original's so good. It's so corny. I'm obsessed.
Mhm.
I've been obsessed since I was a kid.
It looks like my camera is still off.
Oh, I'll
or
turn it on.
at the very least, it's not there.
It's I just
You're not-
turned off the camera temporarily. Whoa, come here.
Ah,
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can probably hear by the dulcet tones coming through
Sphinx
the
is
speakers right
invisible
now.
because he's too sexy to be looked at right
Absolutely.
now. Sorry.
It's
You gotta
true.
wait.
Absolutely.
It's true. Honestly,
Yeah,
I think I
sorry.
might need to close my eyes.
Yeah.
but Alyssa, I got all prettied up for you, baby. Why you going for the job? How you doing?
So, thanks. Tell the lovely people who you're playing tonight.
Ah, yes. Hello, one and all. I am Sphinx Akasha, the champion of bards, and I am playing Valestein O'Call, the captain of this ragtag group of ridiculous people, the adopted father to Utopia, the party's College of Swords bard, and Shadow Soul sorcerer, the Kalishtar, who used to have 3 souls, but now only has 2. Because therapy.
So many souls, so little time.
So little time.
All right. So we've gotten through everything else, so we're going to jump into the situation that we're dealing with.
Indeed.
You guys, part of the deal was you would be transported back. And what's his name? I can't even pronounce his name right now. Huh?
I
Yeah,
read
that's
it. I
legit.
read it like
It's just a drow. That's a different.
redeem the
Yeah,
god.
Ridznik, or whatever his name is.
We got a bless for the whole party.
The gods have spoken. For breaking Ray and blessing the party. They did not break me. I am unbreakable.
Liar. He lies.
Oh, bullshit.
But, so, he was going to return you guys back to the rooms that you are currently staying in the Dwarven Freehold.
Oh.
Useful.
Yeah.
So,
Oh wait, we're going back to the hold with the
Very uncomfortable
monastery?
with the fact
monastery. Well, he's looking at all you guys. He basically says, "Where?" Okay. Well, he says, "Where do you want to go?"
It's probably a good idea for us. It is probably a good idea for us to go back to where we were, to the freehold, or freehold. That's what you want to call it. That's yesterday's game.
that. Yeah, that's yesterday's game.
What? The
Back
fuck
to
is a
the
freehold?
dwarven
Oh.
stronghold.
Shouldn't we go back to the monastery? Don't we have? We there's the cart. Don't we need to return
right.
that?
We do need to recover the cart. Yes, you're right.
Actually, they didn't say anything about bringing it back. Just to report how it went.
I feel like
They
bringing
didn't
it,
expect us to come back alive.
which is why we should show back the fuck up with the thing.
It's
But
true.
that'll take extra time, which we don't have a lot of, don't we? We can go get the cart later. If the world doesn't end, we can go back for it.
All right. Here's the question that we need to answer. Are there things on the cart that we need?
No, absolutely not. We can just. He said that way too quickly. He's hiding something.
You said that entirely too quickly. We are now very
little
suspicious
guy.
of you.
Shh.
Wasn't he here with us?
No, that was him. And we'll point to
Oh,
our buddy.
right.
He kind of waves at you.
Head back to the.
Right.
Freehold.
Nicely done. Listen. We're not of the minds to abandon folks who have chosen, and like it's like looking hard at Drake, chosen to accompany us on
Look.
this what should have been a suicide mission,
What do you mean should have been?
or rather
You
could
just
have
said
been.
they didn't expect us to come back alive.
Well, yes.
That literally makes it a
That-
suicide
that
mission.
is
I
kind
think.
of the definition of a suicide mission.
So they knew the risk in signing up with us. Don't make their way back.
We're going back for the little one.
Fine.
We
I don't
should
want to
probably
babysit that little
return it.
bastard, though.
I probably shouldn't speak to this guy. That I'm an asshole.
I will speak to the little one.
Not the little one. We'll just point at Grizzly again.
Again.
just keep.
He kind of looks at he looks he looks you up and down. He's like, "Why can't you?"
Because I'm an asshole and likely to offend you.
I am a demon. I probably have seen worse.
It's true.
I'm also knowledgeable enough to know better than this guy.
I think I'll still let the voice do the talking. That seems like a smart idea. I don't have many of those, but I have that one.
Fine. We will be the voice. We will speak on behalf.
Ask
All
if
right.
he can get us and the kid.
You want to?
We assume you heard that.
I didn't actually. Ray didn't hear it actually.
Oh, to take us and the small one, the kobold. Kobold, is that
Yes, trifle.
Oh, the
And
one
I-
that I imitated.
the one
Yes.
that you imitated? Yes, all in one swoop and like bring us all back all at the same time.
You want us to? Okay, that's simple enough. All right. Everyone, join.
Are we
hands.
ready? Oh, joining hands. All right, great.
Utopia's
It's much
carrying
it's much
Camille.
easier to do it if we have contact. He holds it out his hands.
Just to
All right.
hike my bag of bones and grab hands.
I will take Grazit's hand, and I will take in the other hand. I've got a hand on Utopia and Camille.
Lex will take Grizz's other hand,
Mhm.
and then we'll probably grab onto Drake.
Yep.
I'll grab Camille and Drake then.
Yep.
He's like, now this is what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Unity of purpose. He's like, all right, on the count of 3.
Your favorite thing.
Everyone ready?
Indeed.
3, and
Sure.
you're suddenly back in the
You.
ranks.
I knew it. I
Yeah.
fucking knew it.
But he's not there. But instead, whoever was holding his hands is now holding Trifle off the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Trifle.
Trifle's
Thank-
like,
God, I wasn't holding his hand.
I swear I wasn't stealing anything.
Well,
Was
they're
he
definitely
stealing?
not stealing
Darn out your
anything now.
pockets right now.
Who
did you
find anything good?
Don't
What?
encourage him.
You would have done the same thing.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have bragged about it or been dumb about it and gotten away with it.
I mean,
Trifle's-
technically, I think
Trifle,
he did
like-
get away with it since he's here.
Does you guys keep? Are you still holding his hands?
Yep.
Lex would have dropped his hand and told him to turn his
Oh.
pockets out.
The Val is still holding his hand.
He's just
So,
So he's
now he's
just
just
dangling
dangling
it.
from Val's hand.
Are you going to turn out your pockets?
No.
Okay.
do it.
How about this, Trifle?
Hmm.
Either you turn out your pockets, or I pick him up and I turn him towards Lex,
Uh-huh.
or we can let her do it.
He's looking at you, Lex, and he is doing the worst puppy dog eyes ever. And he has a dog's face, kind of, sort of, so it's really effective.
Yeah.
Is it though?
I
Can we roll?
really
I'm
recommend.
gonna make a
you
I'm gonna make a performance check for Trifle.
Oh
Okay.
yes.
Can I make a opposing intimidation check?
Absolutely.
Ooh,
Legit.
Poor Trifle.
I'm rolling a real dice. I'm not. This seems like a wise choice.
everyone's
No, I don't
everyone's
have
told.
If I had intimidation, I would say I'd use the help action to help.
I'm gonna use persuasion actually.
To do what? To help
I
Trifle?
don't have
To,
intimidation.
Hey,
again,
Ray.
I'll try and convince him to
Oh,
just do
God.
the fuck
Yeah.
I said.
Oh, God.
Don't bother.
What did you get? Nat 20?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Oh.
Trifle has a -1 to charisma, so he technically rolled a 9, but he has an 8.
Oh,
That's
wow.
just like
I
me.
definitely would have won that no matter what I rolled.
That's a 28 total.
Jesus.
A full on 20 points higher.
So he's sitting there giving you puppy dog eyes, and slowly as he's looking at your eyes, and your eyes start to harden and harden, and he's just his eyes get bigger and bigger, and he's like starts pushing back against, leaning back on your hands, Val, and he's looking back. He's like, okay, and he turns his pockets out, and there's nothing. In fact, a spider crawls out of one of them.
Oh my god.
And then he snatches a spider and he eats it.
Handy.
He says, "See, I got nothing."
Well, I guess that solves that.
Yeah, that solves that. Don't let her eat me.
Insight.
Huh? Go ahead.
I'm so
Seconded.
good at insight, guys.
So
I'm great.
Seconded.
I'm
The
so good
most
at insight.
insightful. The most insightful.
insightfulest.
Oh,
I
no.
totally believe it. It's a 3.
Oh
Totally
my
believe
god.
it's a 3.
I appreciate my consistently bad wisdom rolls.
Oh no.
So a 14 and 9 is a 23 for insight.
He
Go ahead.
seems to be completely lying.
Shocker.
Shocker.
Wow.
If you're gonna lie, at least do so convincingly, Trifle.
He says,
I
looks at
wish
you and
you
says,
did.
"My first lesson from my mentor."
I will stab you,
God. Over.
and it
Over.
will not leave a trace.
Lex points and laughs
He
at
is a
Drake.
grueling mentor. If I
Point.
make mistakes, he will stab me.
That's
Over
great.
Trifle's head to Drake. No takes his backsies, buddy.
Stab you too. You know what these things feel like. Why don't you
Yes,
tell
I
him?
do. No, if he's gonna experience it, he's gonna experience it for himself. No, there's no me telling him about. No, us telling him about it will accurately describe what that's like.
Perfect. In that case, either he can reveal what he took, or he can learn the hard way.
We can
Hold
do
him
this
still.
the easy way or the hard way. You
And
can
I'm gonna
show
use
us what you
persuasion
stole,
to just be
or
like,
I'm just going to
you-
turn you upside down and start shaking you.
If
I'm-
he's, Trifle is he's still, I guess you're still holding him, Val?
I'm still holding him, and I'm just like, you really should
Trifle says,
just.
"So if you shake me upside down and nothing falls out, you have to believe me because those are the rules you just said."
No.
That's what you just said.
No, I said we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
And the hard
I
way is
knew-
turning me upside down and shaking me, but if nothing falls out, then you have to
No.
believe me.
Trifle,
No.
that's the easy way.
But what's the hard way?
I
Hard
like
way's
Drake
getting
at you.
stabbed.
And he's like, "Oh, I wouldn't mind. My mentor only has my best interest at heart."
Are you sure about that? Because we're not.
Yeah. I-
Oh.
He goes-
I don't even
he
think
just
I can
goes-
give you a
he
50% on
looks
that
at
one.
Drake and he looks at Lex, and then he just kind of looks around because you're where you're standing. He kind of looks up and around. He goes, he's like, "Callie, help me.
Yeah,
They want to
I
hurt
thought.
me."
I don't see anything, guys. I don't
Callie,
know.
Callie also wants to know what you stole, actually.
Well, I mean,
She
you
really
said you
does.
stole stuff, so I'm not sure if you're lying now or if you were lying then. And now I'm
He's-
really confused, and I got a bag of bones now.
You do. We're excited. And like, over
Why
to
don't
Callie,
you
we're excited to
unconfuse
see what you do
Callie?
with that.
It does take a little bit of time, but I can probably get one to start walking around if I really tried.
Nice.
That would be useful.
And Trifle's
Very.
Trifle's like, "And you've turned Callie against me."
No, I just want to know what's happening.
Unconfuse the lady, please.
Unconfused the lady.
Fucking fine.
I have been lied to. I just want to know if it is now that I'm being lied to or if it was then that I was lied to.
So basically, what Trifle wears is he wears like that leather armor.
Yep.
He like literally like reaches up under the breastplate of the leather armor, and he pulls down what looks to be a sack, just a floppity sack. And he just kind of snaps the sack, and he looks around at all of you, and he turns his back to you with a sack, and you see him open
I'm
the
still
sack.
holding him.
Oh, sorry, I forgot that. So yeah, he's like, "Well, put me down."
Open the sack.
He opens the sack and shows it to you, and it's empty. Put me down.
Take whatever's in the
Oh,
sack out of the
It's
sack.
a magic sack.
We know it's
Or
a
I
magic
can reach
sack,
in the
Trifle.
sack.
You
Trifle
don't
says,
want
"Meh."
Lex grabbing.
You have to
your
know what's
sack.
in there first.
Magic sack.
You think I can't get inside your head?
Take it out, Trifle.
Oh, God.
We're asking nicely.
So he sticks his hand into the sack and he sits there for a second, and then he pulls out, and it barely fits out the opening of the sack. He pulls out this giant solid gold candelabra and he sets it down.
Anything else?
Okay.
He reaches in the sack and he pulls out something that really kind of looks familiar. In fact, it looks familiar to Val and Utopia, because
What the fuck did he take?
because Aeom carried it everywhere on his back. That giant spell scroll that he was charged with protecting.
Where did you get that?
He's like, it was in this room that was all closed up and it had all this stuff in it. Sets it down.
I want you to empty out the entire contents of that bag out right now, and then we get to
He's
decide
like,
if you get to live
I don't know
afterwards.
what else is in it. There could be anything in it. The only stuff I know that's in it is the stuff I put in it.
We'll take out all the things that you put in the bag.
That's what
Oh,
I'm
there's
doing.
another way to do it.
Don't do
You just
that.
turn one of those bags
Just-
inside
just-
out.
Don't do that.
Just let him do it, Drake. We're getting his cooperation.
Wait, did you
Let
steal
him
the
do it.
bag too?
Kind of,
Yes.
sort of not.
Does anybody
know.
know you have it?
I
Inside
know
on
I
the
have
kinda,
it.
sorta
I'm
not.
Somebody.
Does anybody there know that you have it here?
No, I had it with me.
16 inside on the kind of
16.
sort of not.
Oh, kind of, sort of not. Yeah, he's lying. Well, he's doing the whole half-truth thing.
We know you're telling half truths, Trifle.
I don't know why he's trying to lie to us.
Lying to us will get you nowhere, except in a world of pain.
He
Lying to
reaches
us
in
can get
and
you
he pulls.
sashimi.
He reaches in and he pulls out what looks to be a small leather-bound journal.
Is that what the
Okay.
fuck I think it is?
What the fuck do you think it is?
Is that the fucking dead dad journal that he was writing in when he was fucking dying in that cell in the basement?
Open it and find out.
Who would've
Well,
taken-
she's holding Camille. She can't take anything.
Yeah, and he then
But she's
Val's
glaring
why
at
don't you
it.
take this? We'll take this journal, please.
He's just like
Takes the journal.
he's like, remember,
Continue.
just remember, you didn't want to put me down. And he reaches in, and he sits there for a
Pulls out
second.
a whole ass person.
He sits there for a few seconds, and he begins drawing out, and you see a head.
Yep.
Coming out of the
Mhm.
bag. And he pulls it all the way out, and it is a head. And he's holding
Whose
it.
head?
He has to use both hands to hold it, so so he's kind of holding the bag up against his chest. And he's like, "Okay, don't freak out.
Okay.
Nobody freak out. That's the biggest rule."
What is it, an entire fucking body in there?
No,
Woohoo.
who wants a whole body? I just took the head. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I should have brought you the rest, but then you would wanted the head to put on the body, and I didn't want to give the head up. All right. He's like, okay.
That's fair.
Do you want to say anything to anyone? And the jaw on the head just suddenly goes.
It's
And-
a talking head.
And it starts talking, but the voice is very low, like almost a whisper, and all it says is "Utopia."
What?
Turn
What
me,
names?
turn me. And Trifle's like turns it around.
Do you need me to take Camille for this?
I don't want to let her go.
Yeah, but do you want to use the head?
She's currently my security body.
No, literally, like she's trying so hard not to start crying.
If you two need to walk away, we can handle this.
And as the head is turned around,
Oh, for fuck's sake!
you recognize
I hate it here.
the face
I hate it here.
that appeared to you so long ago
Oh, this
in
fucker
that
again!
in the room of the inn, and you have that
Yes.
conversation with.
Yeah.
This is your,
This
what was it,
grandpappy?
6 times great grandfather?
Literally, like so
bad
far
grandpa.
back.
God damn it,
Yeah,
Peepaw.
bad grandpa.
The skin
Evil
is
people.
desiccated and shrunk to the skull and everything like that. The eyes are there, but they look like really weird and shrivelly. And god damn it, Peepaw. and it looks at you and it says, "Did you find everything?"
Everything we've got the contract finally.
Ish.
And did you find the lost scion?
We're looking.
I got an idea of how to find him.
Some pre-warning
If
about
they
that would have been
If
nice.
they have the child,
Yes.
then anything that you can, they can undo, because they have the.
Yes. Any hints on where to find them? How to find them?
Blood calls.
I was thinking that would probably be the case.
Yep. Sounds like a blood ritual. Yep.
Blood tracking.
You can find them if you find someone who can use your blood. To locate.
We might know someone for that, actually.
And he says, he stops and he looks at you, and you can see he's like, must have having a hard time seeing, because he's just like trying to focus in on you.
Skull's fucking squinting at us.
Yeah, the skull's fucking squinting at you. And as he squints, his eyelids split off from the top and they kind of go down because they're so desiccated, they don't really move that much.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
now he's blind.
Yeah, that's gross. Yeah.
And he's looking at you and he says,
This is my wife.
This is no, literally, like she kind of like shifts Camille as gently as she can, just to like, you know, holding her a little bit closer, and like kind of squares her shoulders and it's like, she's my girlfriend and the love of my life, and if you have anything to say about that, I will have Drake punt you.
and he
Says,
says,
smile.
he says,
I'm right here.
they're bound to
Yes.
the enemy.
Not for much longer.
We're gonna fix it.
Anything that they touch, they see.
Oh. Okay, Camille, we might have to blindfold you for a little while. Okay, we just want to talk plans around them.
She needs time to rest anyway. She shouldn't be on the front lines with us right now.
Agreed. We need to start enacting plans quickly, where the clock is ticking.
We probably shouldn't talk about them in front of her, though, considering what we just learned.
Agreed.
You're muted, Sinks.
Then looks at Drake and goes,
Good idea. Sets up mind link. To
Oh,
and
right.
considering who it is, we're gonna set it up with the main party
Mhm.
and self, and I can do one more, so I'm gonna choose the head
The head?
temporarily.
I feel like that's a
"Is
bad
that a
idea.
safe
I feel like
idea?"
letting evil
Correction,
people directly
not the
into your
head.
brain.
Not
is
the
bad.
head.
Maybe just the 5 of us.
Maybe
It-
just the
just
party.
the 5 of us. In that case, it's like, no, not the head. No, you're right. You're right.
Never mind.
The voices were talking in Drake's mind.
Voices.
Peepaw does not get
Intrusive
head
thoughts.
privilege.
Drake, this is your conscience
Peepaw
speaking.
doesn't get head privileges.
That can be phrased in a couple different ways.
Drake has denied head privileges ever again.
Drake is the keeper of the head privileges.
Sam, can I add that as a title? Is that okay?
That
I'll
one's
be for
fine.
real.
That
That
one
one's
has context
fine.
behind it.
Keeper of
That
the
has-
head privileges is crazy.
See, that one at least has context behind it.
And
So I was
also
okay.
like 3 meanings because he's such a
Yes.
Nope.
Oh, that's gonna get clipped. I know
It
it.
is already being clipped.
That's
Just-
so good.
Just to make sure that it doesn't
Die.
doesn't get like completely and utterly gets just ditched. I'm just calling it Keeper of the Head.
Keeper of the head.
Lex, I thought for sure you were gonna say, Drake, this is your constance. This is your conscience.
Constance,
the
this is your
cobalt.
Constance.
This is your conscience. Eat the cobalt.
Eat the cobalt.
Throw it. Punch
Yes,
it.
voice in my head. Come here.
So anyway, so what?
Alright.
He basically looks at you and he says, "It is doubt. They are the source of all the enemy's knowledge of."
Just internally in the mind link, then what if we use this to mislead them? Make them think
Or-
we're doing one thing and then go and do another.
Or we just talk to everyone but her using this mind link.
I mean, I think
Much
you-
easier.
Exhausting that is.
Yeah, but you're now also expecting me to remember not
Anything.
to spill plans in front of them.
Well, also,
You know
we
exactly how
gotta like
exhausting that would
come
be.
up with 2 plans if we're gonna tell her a plan and then we're gonna keep a plan. How am I supposed to know who knows what plan?
Touche.
You're
Yeah.
supposed to know who knows what plan.
No, she's so rude.
Who are we touching?
Are we touching?
Who can I touch?
Preferably the people in the red light district
my
after all this blows over.
Oh yeah, no, that's a
Oh, I missed that.
that's a given.
That's a given. Oh my god.
All right.
I plan on
All right,
going
so
another
let's see.
17 hours.
Utopia looks
Hell
at
yeah.
the head and just, is there anything else we need to know? Any other secret last minute thing? Some other task we're supposed to take care of?
The curse on our family
Yes.
ends when the last master sacrifices all.
Well, that can't work so long as there's another one of you. We need to get, if we can use the blood like that was told, we can get rid of the contract. If we can get rid of the contract, then the devils and demons lose their ability to break the laws to enter this plane.
The head's not saying anything.
Well, he's also talking in the head.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Sorry, the head can't hear the head talk.
So,
No head for the head.
No head
No
for the
head
head.
for the
Oh
head.
god.
Headception.
Well, that's what the head gives the head. Wait, no.
no, well, it is Kinktober.
Inktober.
Nobody wants the head
Eh.
from the head.
Nobody wants head from this head.
Not that head.
Headless horseman's head, though.
Wow.
So the plan is the same then. We have to blood out the contract. We need blood from both of us.
Yes.
Yes. I
Sure.
think, from what the head said, I think I have an idea of who we can look to locate them, and possibly obtain them.
Excellent.
Okay.
We also need to take that contract off of Camille's.
We sure do.
May know
Uh,
some people that can possibly take care of that as well, that are locals to here,
I-
and would definitely have the materials necessary so that they didn't really feel anything while it was going on.
Do we really want to? If she can kind of let the enemy know on accident, do we really want anybody but us to at least take that off of her?
We can put her to sleep for this.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I don't know if
For it.
sleep's going to be enough. We're going to need some very, very strong painkillers. Very.
Well, the sleep will. If nothing else, the sleep will help.
So drugs
Do I
and
have
sleep.
that spell?
Got it.
Drugs and sleep. Yes. Do I have that spell even? No, I don't have that spell. Shit.
No.
Never mind.
All of a sudden, Trifle is just like fishing around in his bag,
Uh huh.
and he pulls out this vial, and he says, "You can use this."
What
What
is
is
it?
that?
And he just
Don't
holds
drink
out.
it.
He's not drinking. He just holds it out. Is Drow sleeping?
How the fuck do you know what?
Do you really want to know? Do you
Do we
really
really
want to know,
want-
Drake?
Poison her?
Part of me
though?
does, but
It just makes
It's
them
too
sleep.
convenient.
It's the way they keep their servants in line.
that's what we call it.
All right. What else is in the bag, Trifle?
Stuff.
Anything useful in there?
So wait,
Enough
did
to
Trifle
even
drop
armor?
the head then? Is the head just on the ground?
Yeah.
Ow.
Utopia is gonna look down at it.
The head is trying to right itself by pushing its tongue on the ground.
The Val uses Mage Hand to right the head and then hold the head up.
Is
Lex pouts because they're about to like
Kick it.
kick the head a little bit.
Fuck you, people!
And then Val in the mind space, you can kick the head later, right? We promise.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
When it's kicking time, just give it a little toss in the air so it can get a little bit of free fall before it impacts Lex's foot.
Well,
Nah, kick it from stationary. It's more fun.
Brace position.
Just have it
Rifle's like,
upright.
Why are
On
you
the
guys
ground?
staring at each other all funny?
Raisins.
The adults are talking.
just keep pulling things out of the bag, Trifle.
He reaches into the bag, and he pulls out
Another head.
No, he
This
pulls.
Utopia's dead.
I swear to God, I thought we buried that motherfucker.
He pulls out a staff. Comes out of the bag that you recognize again.
Oh my God.
This little bastard really raided Aom's old room and took all of his shit. Their shit. Their shit.
There.
That's it.
He reaches down into the bag, and he pulls out
He
these.
just pulls out AM.
No, he pulls out these. Just 2 rolls of hand bandages.
That also belonged to them.
It does not make sense for Aom to simply leave all of these behind. Unless they got something to substitute that was of much greater value.
They reach into the bag, and they pull out a statue. It's made of obsidian, and it looks like the statue of the Mistmother, but it's all in dark robe.
The Night Mother.
Yes.
He pulls out another statue that's alabaster, and this one looks like the Mistmother, but in her left hand she has orb, and in her right hand she has a sword that's stabbed into the ground.
The Lady of
Yeah,
Justice.
And the last time he pulls out a statue that is made of this blue marble with white veins running all through it. And it is a statue of what looks to be the Mistmother. But instead of being in robes,
She's naked.
no. Well, technically she has half her body is a fish's body. And she is leaning on a rock. And she's standing there and she has hair cascading down over her. And the statue's like the rear face of the statue is a wave crashing over.
Look at the stuff. Isn't this neat, mother?
What?
Stop!
Isn't it neat? What did you say, Michael?
That's okay. Actually, when Ray said it was
Well played.
half fish, I for some reason thought vertically.
No, literally, that was what I thought at first, and I was like, wait. Mermaid.
Mermaid, not Krakoa.
Oh my god.
Krakoa mermaid.
Wait, who's the fish one? What? When did
Yes,
we get
we don't
the
know
fish
this
mother?
And he kind of looks at you all and he's
The
like
fish
reaches
mother.
into the bag and he pulls up one last one and it looks like it's made of just what's that type of stone? Dark brown, has crystals through it. Can't remember the name of it.
Tiger's eye?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh.
And she puts it looks like it made a tiger's eye, and and that one looks like just a regular statue of the Mistmother.
So who's the
This
fourth?
one we recognize, but yeah, who's this one? We don't know.
Who's the wet lady?
Who's the fish mother?
Trifle kind of looks at you guys. He's like, "I just steal stuff."
Clearly, is that
Aren't
everything
you
from the
easy
bag?
outside now?
No.
Continue.
He reaches in the bag, pulls out like what looks to be a locket of hair.
Whose is that?
Like, you said I had to pull out the bag. Don't tell you.
Do you know whose hair it is?
Huh?
Do you know whose
Look
hair it is?
familiar?
Mystery hair is fun.
I mean, if
But
you
if
just
you know
don't
whose
know,
hair it is, it could be important.
No, I know.
I mean, you don't have to lie, Trifle. If you don't know whose hair it is,
I know.
it's fine. Just admit that you don't know whose hair it is.
I'm not gonna tell you. You're not gonna trick me.
Mystery
Oh, you
hair
just
is
don't
really
know.
cool.
That's
too.
fine. It's fine.
It's fine. We
You
get
don't
it.
know,
You
it's
don't. You don't know whose hair it is. Whatever. Not a big deal.
That's cool. It's all good.
Mystery
No one's judging
hair.
you, Trifle,
Mm-hmm.
for not knowing whose hair that is.
I mean, I don't know whose hair it is. I don't see why it's a problem. He doesn't know whose hair it is.
Certainly don't know whose hair it is. We don't know either. I mean, if he doesn't know, then it just needs to admit that he doesn't know.
It could be a collection of hair from several different people.
Trifle
That
just
doesn't
looks at
make
you
it
all and says,
better.
"Yeah, I don't know whose hair it is. It's horrible."
I mean, I
You
get it.
wouldn't mind
I don't know
handing
whose
it
hair it
over
is
so that
either.
we could further examine it.
Yeah.
Lex is actually being genuinely sincere about the hair. She genuinely believes that Trifle does not know whose hair this is.
Yeah,
You just
Val
roll
is
another
absolutely trying to
straight.
manipulate him.
Yes. No. Yeah. Val's being manipulated. right
Lex
now.
is
Gaslight
assisting without
girls.
knowing that's the
Yeah.
case.
So he says he takes the hair and he tucks it into a pouch tied to his belt.
Ooh, important mystery hair.
He reaches back in the bag and he pulls out a boot knife that Drake recognizes instantly as his boot knife.
Oh my god.
Just about to say that as a joke.
Hmm.
I was supposed to be like, joke is
The one
later.
I threw at you earlier.
He's like, "No, it's the one you wear in your boot."
Hmm.
And
It's a
you
good thing
didn't
I keep that there for
miss it.
show.
Like, okay, but I just wanted a knife and you wouldn't let me have one.
That's
I said
fair.
you couldn't have a crossbow. You could have asked for a knife. A knife in your hands is like a short sword.
Okay. So he takes the knife and he puts it back in the bag.
No. Keep pulling things out of the bag. We
Well,
want
you
to
can
know.
put the
I
knife
pulled
back
it
in
out of
there.
the bag.
I mean, he can keep the
Is that
knife. I've
everything?
already said so.
No.
Continue.
Okay. All right. Don't get mad at me.
That's a bad way to start this.
Yeah, it's a really bad way to it's a
I'm
really
not gonna
great
promise
way
anything.
to ensure that someone does get mad at you.
I don't really get mad that often.
Callie won't get mad, or Callie won't get mad at you.
Yeah, we make no promises for everyone else.
Yeah, it's just like he's almost trying to rock back and forth while you're holding him. And he's like, they're gonna get mad.
Just pull the bloody damned thing out.
So he reaches into the bag, and you see he grabs a hold of something, and he's pulling it out, and it seems to be an effort. And as he's pulling it out, what comes out is off-white, kind of brownish in color, and Travis got his hand mostly wrapped around it, and it's got a little hole. It's a flat, almost triangular piece of structure with a bunch of little pieces off the end of it. It's got holes, concentric holes down the back of it that get smaller as they go down. And as you look at it, there's a disc made of the same material that has like a little flange coming off the back of the disc. And as he's pulling it out, there's another disc, and then another disc, and the discs are getting bigger and wider. And he keeps on pulling it out. And as he's pulling it out, it's growing in his hand. And as he pulls it, as it gets by, at the end of it, there is 4 skull-like faces facing in 4 directions. There is a red gem on the top of it, and out of the red gem comes a solid spike. And now that you look at it, the handle looks like a spinal column.
What in the blazes is that thing?
No, but it's cool. Fuck.
Trifle says,
I don't know. What a cool looking.
Oh, I just took it.
From where?
When we were at the monastery, it was laying around. When I was at the monastery, you guys were out having adventures.
Where did you find this in the monastery?
To be fair, there was
In the
someone
same
impersonating you,
room.
so they thought you were here the whole time.
In
In what?
the same room you found
I think he means in Aegon's room.
the stuff?
It's bigger than his staff, I think. And he like is all trying to touch it to the ground now. He's holding on to the point in the end.
Don't do that here.
It's big.
The second set of eyes immediately detect magic on the staff.
It's magic as fuck.
Magic is fuck.
That's actually
Well,
the
kind of
That is the
professional
term.
wizard.
Magic is fuck,
Every
boy.
school of magic.
Magic is fuck.
Okay. Every school of magic on
But there's
that.
one school that overrides all the others and binds them together and weaves through all the other magic.
Let
Please
us
tell me
guess.
it's not
Necromancy.
Necromancy.
Of course it's necromancy. Why wouldn't it be necromancy? It's fucking
It's
bone.
always necromancy.
Skull in a spinal column. It's gotta be necromancy.
I really
Oh,
hope
z-
that isn't what I think it is.
So do we.
And Trifle's like,
Oh, but it looks really cool.
he's like, and he's holding it. He's still holding it by the end. He's like, that's it. That's the last thing in the bag.
Insight on that.
What is that?
I don't know. It just looked cool.
No, I'm not talking to you. I know you don't know anything. She's looking at like Drake and Val.
What'd you get, Val?
19.
Damn.
Yeah, no. There's nothing else in the bag that he
Okay.
knows of. Yeah, this is
Okay.
all the stuff he put in the bag.
Gotcha. Cool. All right.
Lex looks at him and goes, "Man, it really does suck that you don't know about that mystery here, though."
Lex is still stuck on that.
Lex is still. Lex is
You've
fascinated.
got
by
the
what
flange from hell, and the Lex is like, damn, that fucking hair, man. Like, what the fuck?
Trifle,
Like, who just carries hair?
Trifle looks at you and he says, "I'll tell you later."
Okay.
He says,
Hey, but what color is the hair? Because now it's bothering me.
you didn't really pay attention to it, so
Okay.
But it's still
Fair enough.
visible. You said he stuck it into like his belt
A
loop or
pouch.
something like that.
As they said, a pouch on his belt.
A pouch on his belt? Damn.
Yeah.
Guess we'll never know.
Actually, that's a good point. Make me a
Oh my god.
Perception?
yeah. Give me a perception.
Oh.
Perception check on people who give a fuck about the hair.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
It's higher than my last wisdom roll.
2?
It's still only a 7.
21. Okay, I thought you were saying a 2. I was like, holy shit. All right. So, we're waiting for Milagros to roll.
Oh no, Utopia doesn't care. She's
Oh,
concerned
Utopia doesn't care.
Utopia
No.
only cares about Camille in the head.
Yeah.
Camille, the fact that her peepaw is still levitating and looking at her with a shrunken head, and now we've got whatever the fuck this death thing is. And
Callie,
apparently was in Aom's room, which is very concerning.
what color is
Yeah.
Callie's actual hair?
Oh my god. It's fucking Callie hair.
It's like a very, very light gray white color.
Oh my
It's
god.
light gray, white color. Got some little
Very
flecks of
pretty
leaves in it and
purple.
sticks.
I knew that was coming. I was like, it's one of ours.
It's one of us for sure.
You were the only
And
one who was
Callie
nice
would
to him.
notice.
Ah,
He's gonna make a shrine to Callie with the hair.
God,
I mean, the first time we met Callie is like, you're
Not-
a goddess.
not another cobalt cult.
Cobalt cult.
Oh, can you
Kobold
imagine
cult.
Callie with a cult of kobolds?
It's A+.
I've seen
Is
it
that what she's
before.
gonna do
It
for the next
doesn't
10,000
end
years?
well.
I was just gonna say
I could
the
be
only
using
thing
You think
Wait,
it doesn't
there's-
end well.
the only thing the kobolds would do all day is like play random games with Callie.
Oh, it'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
So anyway, so yeah, he's Trifle sitting there. He's like, "Can you put me down now? I gotta put all this stuff back in my bag."
No, none of that's going back in your bag.
Until
mean,
we know
like-
exactly what that staff is, it may be better if it's in the bag.
I mean, how can we find out what it is if it's in the bag?
Val, you can do that thing where you can identify something, right?
No, I do not have that magic.
Miss Lex took it from him.
Just like again, also by
Okay.
the to put it on the ground. The Lex is not still holding it by
Got
like
it.
the spine or anything.
Gotcha. And it only like he's Val isn't holding him over his head. He was holding him out like that.
He's
So
holding,
it's-
holding
Yeah,
like
so it's
this.
about the length of a like field mace. So it's about 3.5 feet long. So right now the skulls don't look like they're big enough.
the
to
eye
get through them.
twitch.
The eye twitch on Sam.
Put it back in the bag. Put it back in the bag. Put it back in the fucking bag.
Drake, what do you think it is?
If it's what we think it is as well, yeah,
What-
it goes back in the bag.
Trifle
Puts
says,
it back in the.
Trifle like he's like, oh, starts looking down at it. He's like, is it worth money?
No, put it back in the bag now.
Trifle like goes to put it back in the
this
bag, and
explains
he
so
pulls,
much.
as he's pushing down on it, he kind of looks at it. It's like, and the head of the mace will no longer fit inside the bag.
I don't think it's going back in the bag.
And Trifle's like, okay, and he flips
Goes
it around,
back
and
in
he's
the
holding
bag
the
where
other
it
end,
gets
and
the shiv.
the staff goes into the bag. The handle goes into the bag, but then when the mace head gets there, it's too big to go in the opening of the bag.
Oh, for heaven's sake, just opens up his own.
No, ours is full.
Yes?
We have,
The golden
I
dragon.
have one that's not though. And puts
I
it
didn't put it in
Val's.
Drake can put it in his.
And what do you do with it, Val?
Val puts it in his own bag of holding.
So you grab it.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh no.
When you
oh,
touch it,
no.
I need you to make me
Oh,
I need you to make me a
Oh.
wisdom saving throw.
Fuck.
Man, I'm really
Okay,
glad
I have
Lex didn't
advantage on
actually
those.
grab it,
So, huzzah!
because that would have been a failure.
That's a natural fucking 20, Ray.
Nice.
Oh, thank God.
Nice.
Okay.
For a total of
Still
22.
not enough.
22.
Val is too pure.
It's still not enough.
Oh no! What for a total of 22?
Yeah.
So I'm looking up. I gotta remember exactly what this thing does because
I'm so fucking mad right now.
All right.
Val, you're supposed to be the smart one.
All right. I got to roll damage.
Oh
Even
my
I didn't
god.
grab it.
All right.
Oh, it does damage just for touching it?
If you're
Oh,
alive.
well, sure it does.
It's evil!
How did the kobold touch it then? We need to kill the kobold.
He touched.
So you take half of 32, so that's 15, that's 16 points of damage. And it's
Yep.
necrotic.
Okay.
And you literally feel like a portion of your life has been sucked into the staff. As you also touch it, the staff grows to about 9.5 feet long.
Jeez.
Okay, we don't like that.
And the skulls
Like,
get
just
huge.
Get it in the bag.
Throws it
Get
on
it
the
in the
ground.
bag.
And as you throw it on the ground, the glowing gem that's a spike at the top just glows red.
Just get it in the bag, quick.
You can't. You can't put anything in the bag of holding. You
It's
can't fit through the
9 feet
entrance.
It's
long!
not gonna fit now.
What do you think will happen if I smash the gem?
Oh, that probably isn't good.
Probably bad things.
I've got a
Go
really
outside.
bad hunch, and I'm just going to say it now. I think we know why Orcus was so interested in this realm now. I'm pretty sure that's his.
That's what we were thinking as well.
Oh, so we can bargain it. We can do the bargaining. You want it back? You got to leave us alone.
Once he has it, he'll just use it.
Well, we
And I'm
don't
pretty
give
sure
it
we
back until
can't
he
ex-
agrees.
And I'm pretty sure we can't
You know,
exactly
a lot.
destroy this thing conventionally.
Do we have to venture to some weird, like, volcano?
Hell,
I
if
thought
I
you
Fire.
were
were-
really
Fires.
big on deals, though.
So Trifle,
devils make deal. Demons don't.
are you still holding
same
Trifle up,
thing.
Val?
No, I've put Trifle down.
Okay. So Trifle's just giggles.
I don't like this kobold.
Well,
No.
there's my chance. Shoots the kobold.
Shoots the kobold. Roll it.
No!
He's restrained.
No, he's
he
not.
put him down. Val said he put him down.
God damn it, Val. Why'd you put him down?
'Cause
Was it
Val
not
got a-
questioned in how the... I didn't even say, how did the kobold touch it then without taking any damage?
He asked
Everyone's
that.
heads.
You asked it. I heard you ask it.
Yeah.
So that is a 19
Yeah, he had to
on
put
die
Trifle
plus
down in order to
12.
try and get the staff in.
So
And then he
what's the
threw it down.
total?
19 plus 12? 31?
Okay, yeah, that is. So roll damage.
Yeah,
and
Val
I
moves
need
out
to
of
know
the
what
fucking
type
way.
of damage it is.
Radiant.
Okay.
Plus adding on D10 of psychic.
Okay.
So...
1.5 billion.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
unfortunately, it doesn't... Oh, wait, no. He is right by Val, so I can roll sneak attack. Threatened.
Mm-hmm.
So, 32, 9. Where is my sneak attack? It's on here somewhere. It likes to hide. 'Cause it's a bitch like that.
It's
Where?
sneaky.
The bitch like that. Change the music.
So I've got to do some quick math here. It is over 50.
Oh,
Because we have 32 radiant. Correction, 53 radiant plus 9 psychic for a grand total of 62.
nice. You fire it off. It hits Trifle square in the chest. As it hits him, he's still laughing. The damage overwhelms his body. You You see the flames of the radiant energy is leaping over him. See his flesh scalding and bubbling and burning away.
Val is moving away quickly.
Lex, break the staff.
As he comes up, as the skull forms out of it, Trifle's tiny little horns that he had just start to elongate and grow and curl. The skull starts to swell in size. From the burning carcass of Trifle, this thing begins pushing out.
Sure.
And as he pushes out, you behold a creature that is a thing out of nightmare.
Sure. Yep.
He has a large head that looks kind of like a skull of some big, huge predator. Recessed in the skull the skull's eye sockets are two glowing red ember eyes. From the sides of the skull come these two giant ram's horns. His upper shoulders are covered with this thick fur. All he wears is two gauntlets. He has two huge wings coming off his back. He's wearing two gauntlets and a loincloth. His legs are basically like satyr legs, so they're the ended hooves. His hands are just massive, clawed. He has fur going down the backs of his arms, the front of his thighs. He's kind of portly, but he's like that athletic, heavyset guy, like the guys who do the World's Strongest Men contest.
Yeah.
And he has got, and as he's coming out, he kind of like this looks at you all, and he says, "Interesting way to invite someone to dinner."
I would like to attack the Nightmare Man.
Okay.
Lex, the
Nope.
staff.
Nope, Lex is going for the Nightmare Man.
Fuck!
Oh, nope, that's not gonna hit. The first one's a 15.
Wait,
In the face of true evil,
We all
don't
have
you attack
bless.
advantage.
we all
I'll
have
have
bless.
less.
And in the face of true evil, don't you have advantage, Lex?
No, I just have to make a DC 16 Wisdom save. That's still only a 17. And otherwise, if I fail, I'm compelled to dispense the justice of the Mistmother and kill them. And it's Lex, and it's a Wisdom save, so I'm not even gonna bother.
Fair. Fuck.
So as you swing your axe, your Vorpal axe, he kind of looks at you as you're coming at him, and he kind of brings his right hand up, and he swings his right hand around, and as he does, just out of his hand, this giant fucking sword, that's made of two separate blades that go into a hilt. The blades are facing two different directions, facing away from each other. Where the blood run will be, there's nothing except black crackling energy between the blades. And the blades end in two hooks at the end. And as he does that, he kind of sums it as facing backwards, and he just holds it against his forearm, and the axe just pings off of it.
Well, great. Then it's 25.
Oh, 25 to hit?
25 for the second swing.
Right. Pretty sure that
Wait,
hits.
you're hitting his sword, right?
She hit his sword.
The sword is an object.
Mm-hmm.
What's the AC of the sword?
I won't know if it's an object or not. That's a fucking good question.
I mean,
No, it has to be an object. It has to be an object, even if it's an intelligent item. It has to be an object
Yes.
because it's still
What's
not
the
a
sword?
being. So
it's a piece
yes,
of
it's an
equipment.
object.
She's Lex's ability can activate on that axe.
I'm leaving that up to Lex.
Break it.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's go for it.
Okay.
It'll be fun. I don't remember what I roll. Hold on.
Break his sword.
All you actually do is you roll damage, but all the damage you do to the object is doubled, and on a crit, it's quadrupled.
and dusted.
And then things have hardness ratings, which is what their 2-hit is. The hardness rating of his sword is a 20, so you move it out of the water. And things have hit points. Now, you do not get vorpal damage on an object, of course.
Yes, I know. It's not the best. Oh, wait, this is my first hit, though, so I get additional damage.
Additional
Yes.
damage.
Additional damage.
Not great, though. So that's 11 on the slashing, and let me double check numbers, because I will never remember this. An additional also 11 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, so how much non-necrotic damage?
Just 11.
Okay.
I did not roll well for my
Yeah.
hit.
The axe doesn't do any apparent anything to the blade.
Yeah.
And Orcus is kind of this, like, he doesn't even really pay any direct attention to Lex. He is looking at Val. Where are you standing?
I've interposed myself between Orcus and Utopia and Camille.
Okay. As you interpose yourself between them, Orcus is looking right at the two of you, and he says, I am here early, so I can understand that you think this is... But we do have a meeting.
In 3 days.
In
I
3
have-
days.
If you want to wait 3 days, then you'll wait 3 days. I just had some free time. Everything's going very well. And I just wanted to give you a chance to wrap things up a little bit early.
3 days.
All right, 3 days it is. In that case, I'll take my servant and go.
Not this shit again.
Spirit Guardians
Doing this
at
again.
8th level.
Not doing this shit again.
And Orcus says, if you read the contract, you understand that if you do this and try and keep this servant from me, the consequences fall on Utopia.
Look back at Utopia. What do you want to do, kiddo?
She's not going with him.
And Orcus kind of like just raises his eyebrows and says, that's absolutely fine by me, but I need a comparable goal. He looks at Drake. What do you say? Would you sacrifice yourself for when your party meets?
I can do it.
No.
Hallie.
I'm not
Hallie.
good with planning. It's fine. You guys can pick me up later.
Hallie.
I made a promise to
None of
Camille
us.
that I'd set her free.
Devils are bound to their deals. Demons are not.
Oh yes, we lie all the fucking time.
Okay,
So
well,
whoever
I'm bound
goes
by my
with
word.
you- whoever goes
But-
with him won't survive.
If the contract is written in our blood, we can't get out of it.
And you expect us to believe that is truth after you just admitted you can lie?
I tell you what. Keep Camille for 24 hours. Verify what I say. I will come back at moonrise tomorrow to collect my servant. Does that sound like a fair proposition? Plus, if you find someone who can actually read the script, you might get someone to read the contract. Of course, that reveals that you have the contract. I'm sure that no one will snitch about what the contract says about the Astor family. their role in all this.
We're painfully aware already.
Oh,
that-
you
Yes,
are.
we all know.
You are. But is the rest of the world? Heroes of the Mistmother follow the traitorous daughter, a family that destroyed everything and almost burnt Kyrell out of existence.
As a firm survivor of the blood of the mother falls in the blood of the son, Utopia's made of better stuff than to let that affect them.
It's not Utopia you have to worry about.
Give us the 24 hours. You've already shown up early.
Yes, absolutely. That was a given. So, I will see you back. This place is a little more dangerous than I'd like. It's good, though. I like the ambiance. Let's meet. Remember the old temple you guys raided? That had the cool lava shark in it? Let's meet back there. Sound good?
I look at Utopia.
Just in the mind link, it's like, let's say we hallow that place first.
That would take a lot of time. I don't think we could dig out that much rock.
Drake, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yep, I had a feeling that was coming.
Well, it's a good thing now that I am 14th level rogue that I now have proficiency. Oh, wait, no, I don't. Never mind. Wait, what? What did
Damn
I
it.
get for that? What did I get at level 3?
I
Wait.
don't know.
No, I got blind sense. Never mind. That would have been if I was level 16 in rogue.
Just a little bit short.
I don't think a 14 is going to help me.
No, not even close. So, Drake, you feel a presence enter your mind.
Of course he does.
It is overwhelmingly powerful. And just in your mind, you hear talking about what you were talking about.
Fuck off.
You feel the urge to keep talking about what you were talking about.
Might be a good idea to hallow the place so that you can't enter it, or that it'll really fucking hurt when you do. You're not the only one who can do underhanded tactics.
I meant to them.
We can all hear it.
Nope. It's not in the mind link, it's just in Drake's head.
Yeah.
Oh,
It can hear everything Drake's thinking about. It can't break into the mind link. I don't think it can.
No, because the mind link is a separate thing entirely.
Yeah, I don't think you can get in the mind link.
Because psionics connecting with the weave are entirely different things.
But it's not technically psionics. He's using magic, you're using psionics. There.
It's like,
All right. So continue with your conversation.
well, since you've not so graciously given us 24 hours, how about you fuck back off to wherever you came from so we can figure out arrangements?
Are you talking to him in your head or out loud?
Out loud.
He says, "Oh, very well. Enjoy the 24 hours. If you want to postpone the actual meeting to 3 days, we can. Or we can just wrap it up in 24 hours. As I already agreed to 3 days, I will hold to that. But, as I said, had some spare time. Figure we wrap this up. I'll leave it up to you." And with that, there is a horrible, wretched stench as he just like implodes out of nothing. And the giant flaily club thing disappears as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a table nearby?
So maybe
Yeah.
next time I say maybe we shouldn't trust the random kobold that wants to tag along. Someone will fucking listen.
I was on your side, bro.
I know you were.
I can't
Val
believe
walks
most people
over to
try
the
to
nearest
pretend to be
table
kobolds.
and casts shatter at it in frustration.
When you shatter the table,
Yeah.
you hear, but it's like real far away, muffled.
Fuck!
Why does everybody gotta pretend to be trifle all the time? I'm getting really sick of this.
Val
Great.
just walks out. Val walks out.
Great.
Val leaves the
Great.
fucking room.
Now we have 24 hours to figure out a counterplan to this before we fall into his hands yet again.
Okay, but first we should find trifle.
You hear thumping. Muffled
Follow the
thumping.
thumping.
Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna
coming
go
from
find out
Callie's room.
Someone go deal with that.
I'm gonna go find out what this thumping is.
You go out. You hear the thumping is coming from under your bed.
Perfect.
There's
What's
a s-
under Callie's bed?
A sack that's bouncing all over the place.
Oh, I'm gonna pull it out and I'm gonna pull it open.
Rifle's tied up and gagged.
Oh, you're not gonna believe this, buddy. She's just gonna start like untying him.
If you do it,
Leave
if
the
you do it
gag on
first, yeah, leave the gag on there. So the first thing he's gonna do is he's like,
Yeah, which should take the gag off first, like 100% gag, and then she'd go for all of the bindings.
he's like, you gotta warn everybody. You gotta everyone. I was kidnapped by a bunch of demons, and they took me and they put me in a sack and they tied me up. Well, they tied me up first, and then they put me in the sack. But they put me in a sack, and I didn't like the sack. It smelled like cat piss. And then they shoved me in somewhere dark. And so then I was stuck somewhere dark, and then I was trying to get out, but I couldn't get out because I was tied up. And then there was, did I mention it smelled like cat piss? This is very bad.
Yeah, we kind of figured that out.
Oh, well, too late.
A lot of people decided to pretend to be you. I guess
Right.
they knew that you'd be easy to like tag along with us. That we would let you tag along with us.
And he says, someone was pretending to be me?
Yeah, it was really weird. Like we went to the weird little like heli place, and then you were suddenly there. We're like, that's weird. We don't remember you coming with us. But then it ended up being not you. It ended up being that big muscly guy from lunch the other day.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that. I was in here.
And then, well, I thought you were at lunch.
In here.
How long have you been here?
Days?
What the fuck?
Can I have some water?
Yeah, she just sneak on her path.
2 days.
Well, but anyway, it was a big muscly guy from lunch the other day. You should meet him. It was a whole thing, and everybody was very upset. So maybe it's not a good idea. But then we got back. We saved Camille, and then we got back, and we were talking to you, and you were pulling all this stuff out of this bag that you had stolen, and you're showing us all the cool stuff you stole, and then you ended up being a big guy that I'd never seen before. But he said he's something about a meeting.
I love how Callie's completely clueless about what everything y'all planned.
Until now.
Even though they were there.
They were-
I don't remember what the meeting was. It's not important. But then I heard the thumping, and I came looking for you. And why did everybody try to be you? It's so weird. I didn't even. I
Is
don't
Drake
know.
okay?
Do you want some lunch?
He said, is Drake okay?
Oh, is Drake okay? Of course Drake's okay.
Oh, good. Yeah, food would be really, really, really good.
Okay, cool. Let's
More
go
water.
get one. Yeah.
So Callie comes walking out of their room, and you were with them, right? Sorry. Did you go with them, Lex?
No, that was just me being an asshole.
Okay, got it. Just making sure.
That was player being an asshole.
Got it. So they bring. She comes out with Trifle, who is got like, even though he's got scales, he's got obvious rope burns on his wrists and on his ankles, and he's coming out and he basically is looking at all you guys, and he just like looks at Drake and he goes, "Oh, thank God you're alive."
Drake's eyes are literally glowing. That almost what I'm just gonna call Gambit pink in anger.
Gambit pink in anger. You're
the
stuck on
best
Gambit
color,
today.
like, no, it's that coloration is kind of what I
Yeah, no, that's like his
energy.
signature, like that breastplate that he wears. That signature, like fuchsia,
No, like
neon.
that energy color he has. It's like I can't think of an
so
actual.
good.
It's not quite fuchsia. It's not
It's
purple.
so hot.
It's not pink. It's
It's
its own
sexy, is
color.
what
I
it
just
is.
don't know what it is.
It's Gambit.
It's what?
It's very magenta.
Magenta.
It is
All right,
pretty good.
so he's looking at you and he says, "What I do?"
Trifle's been tied up under my bed for 2 days.
So the whole time we've been gone. Drake, go get people.
Val,
Let's
where did you head to?
come with me? Let's go find Val. We all need to have a talk real quick.
Val's gone outside. If there's like a field or anything nearby,
Remember, it
Val's-
takes a while to get all the way outside.
no, Val's
Please don't fuck up their
Fuck 'em up.
crops more.
There's like these. There's a field where the military does their skirmish training. The only
Awesome.
place. It's the only place really big and open an area where they can do that.
cool. Val is going to first scream at the sky. He is then going to use his new spell, Find Steed, to summon Val's getting a steed. And
Suffo's gonna have a
I'm-
sibling.
Ray, if you allow this,
Mm.
I'd like to reskin a guardian wolf.
Okay.
So that it instead, when Val summons it, it comes out of the ground, this flaming, like blue flaming, basically, like six-tailed giant fox
Gotcha.
with all the stats of a guardian wolf.
Got it.
And Val's just going to hop on and just ride and just ride around the field and just until he wears himself out.
Got it. So as you're riding around the field, you make it like 3 laps, and then as you come around, you see Rami's coming out of the castle, walking towards the field. And so they come walking up, and they're just standing there waiting.
And Val will see Rami and will okay. Master ourselves. And we will bring the fox whose name I have not come up with yet to a canter, and we'll eventually just canter up to Rami and have the fox lay down in front of her, and we'll just look at her. Please tell us you're actually you.
Rami says, "Last I checked, and these days I'm checking pretty often. I heard what happened. Well, I heard some of what happened. So you're saying you guys had a visitor and things went badly and the table got killed?"
The
Orcus
visitor was
fast.
Orcus. I'm the murderer of the table, or we are the murderer of the table. Yeah. We're a little tired of falling into demon traps. Willy
That's
nilly.
what they're known for.
This is where also there's just 2 of us now. The third has merged into
You.
us, me, us, and
Did you? I'm sorry.
there's a conversation.
Did you dismount?
No, still on the fox. Still on
comes,
the
yeah,
blue
she comes
flaming
walking up and she puts her hand on your thigh because the fox is still big. She puts her hand on your thigh and she looks up at you and she says, "Everything is going to be okay. Calm down." Because they're doing this. They're doing this to rattle you.
Slide off the fox and like just slump against it, like on the ground, and like looking up at Rami. Consider us sufficiently rattled.
Everything seems to be coming to some kind of conclusion. If you had an encounter with him,
Yep.
with the guy you said you've been looking for,
Yep.
if he was willing to show up in some way, shape, or form, he already had contingency in place to get himself out of there. He was only there for one purpose.
Yep. We went through all of that to rescue Camille. We got her back. Only for him to show up so that he can take her away again. We still have her for 24 hours, but odds damn it, we're sick of this.
This is, well then, what do we have to do within 24 hours to get Camille out from under his thumb?
We need to remove the contract from her.
Do we know how to
Remove
do
whatever. Drake has some ideas.
Is Camille going to survive those ideas?
Presumably.
Presumably. And then we have to find the other Aster, the Utopia's baby sibling, half sibling, however that works, and deal with that. However we need to deal with that. We're not certain how to deal with that. We know how we don't want to deal with it for sure. And then destroy the contract. And then there was a head that belonged to one of Utopia's
It's still laying on the
ancestors.
floor, by the way.
No, it will. Oh no, Mage Hand would have disappeared by now, so now it is on the floor.
Sorry. And it says, she says, a head? I didn't hear anything about a head.
Yeah, the Utopia's ancestors' head was in it's a whole long story about a bag, and then Val's just like, fuck it, tells her everything.
He says, she kind of like listens, and the longer you talk, the more her expression just goes slack, like, and then at the end of it, she's like, she leans against the fox, and she's just like, I thought that I was gonna get into a bunch of shit getting into the military, and then you had to go like do this hold my beer thing. What the hell are you guys doing?
It was not intentional, the holding the beer. It really wasn't.
It's okay. I know, I mean, not okay. But it's okay.
Leans against Rami. You know, we have to figure out what to do. This is hard. Everything is hard.
Well,
want this to be over.
I've got one piece of good news for you. The ship has been fully repaired.
Oh, that's lovely.
They had enough wrecked ships that we could salvage enough parts.
Okay.
They'd technically been salvaging the parts. We just were allowed to pick through.
That's brilliant. That is brilliant.
I don't know what good that's gonna do you.
Neither do we, but it's something. It's something. And starts to pet the side of the fox's, the flaming fox's flank.
Mhm.
Flaming fox's flank That's it. Say that 8 times fast.
Yeah.
No, thank
And is just it's something. It's not nothing. And if anyone, Drake will be pleased with that.
Tell you what. I'm going to bring the dwarven healer down to you guys. See if he can tell you anything.
That would be great.
You also might want to see if they have any other healers or wizards around who could help you out.
Yeah.
There is. Do you guys know anything about what the? I know it's something to do with Utopia family. I don't know what's on it or what's going on. I just know you have to destroy it. And I think you guys think you have an idea, but what does that idea change because of where it is now?
That is a fantastic question, worthy of figuring out. We need to find someone who could read the language written on Camille's back, which is now the contract.
There's one thing.
Hopefully, the devils are in the details there.
There's one thing that I'm going to say, and it's ridiculously stupid. But
This whole thing has been ridiculously stupid, so it can't get any worse.
It's ridiculously simple.
Okay.
Sorry to say. We can temporarily kill you, Camille. Bring them right back, but we can kill you. And if that is enough to break the contract, or at least remove it from her, then they can escape from underneath it. If not, then we know that nothing we do to Camille and killing Camille is going to stop the contract. So we know that Camille's just the vessel for the contract.
Right. I mean, it's a good idea. If we can do that, then
I'm sure that they have ways of making people go painlessly. And I know we have ways to revive them almost immediately.
Yeah. Let's talk to Utopia about that and see how she feels. Because, love of her life.
I know. And I know that they're not going to react well to it.
Probably not. No.
I wouldn't. If someone told me that we had to kill you... Well, I think my first smartass reply would be, get in line, everyone else has already tried. But... at the same time, I wouldn't be worried about that. I wouldn't be okay with that at all.
No, you wouldn't.
Alright, there's nothing much that I can say to help. I was like, this is one of those times where I'm really upset that my magic is so based in... doesn't have a lot of aid for you in these situations.
Love, you decided to go to school and deal in a highly specialized form of magic. There's nothing that you need to be ashamed of with that. You are brilliant and amazing. This just happens to be outside your wheelhouse.
Okay.
We are great.
No. Let's just... I tell you, I'm gonna go to the ship, get the people. You go start talking to them about this, and we'll be down there. It's probably going to take me about 20 minutes to find them, get them, and get back down.
Yeah, I think Comfort and I are gonna go and Pat's the fox are going to go and
She reaches out her
figure
hand
that
to
out.
help you up because you said you slid down the fox and sat down. She reaches out a hand to help you up.
Yep, he gladly takes it.
Yeah. As she pulls you up, she kind of just like, she pulls you up close to her, and she puts one hand on her face, and she just kisses you, but it's not like a deep, passionate kiss, like one of those really soft, just trying to comfort you, just trying to reassure you. And then she says, pulls back, and she says, "It's going to be okay, son."
Thank you. Yeah, I think you're right. We just have to. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out.
All right. So she takes off. She's you can see that there's actually one of the cargo loading platforms on the ground. And she starts running over towards it.
Cool. Val's going to get back on top of Comfort and is going to enter with them back into the building, and it's just going to ride Comfort back to where they were.
All right. So
when Val appears, you all basically see it's essentially it is the skeleton of a fox, black skeleton of a fox covered in blue flames with 6 tails.
Okay, that's different.
And Val is astride it.
I don't think Inari's gonna like this.
Unless that is Inari. We don't got time. We don't got time to unpack that.
It's not.
Good. Glad you're here, Captain. We need to have a captain's mast. Fast.
Looks up, gives a bit of like a wary smirk. Not sure how Remy's gonna feel about that, but sure.
How are you captain and not... never mind.
We know what you mean. We were trying to make a joke in the situation. Clearly it fell flat. Everyone meet Comfort. Comfort, everyone.
Drake, hug Comfort. You need it.
No. Right now what we need is solutions. We know how to get... That's not a solution, that's another problem. Deal with
that.
Also
later. Just
Trifle's like,
to
hey!
Remy, and Remy had an idea. And he explains the what he and Remy talked about.
Utopia is in her room right now. She is not present for this conversation.
That is good. It's like, you do realize with them being a creature of death and undeath, the fact that his servant could kill people and steal their souls to use whenever they see fit, and they are an underling of theirs, if she, by contract of any kind, is tied to that fat bastard, there won't be any reviving her afterwards.
Drake, I want you to look at me, or look at us, and I want this to land properly. Because this is a ridiculous situation, and none of us have any kind of
control
or bearing or even the lick of experience in. What would make you think we would know that bit of information? What in the however many hells or heavens that exist would make you think that we would know that? We know what we know, and it's not that.
Because we know what their underlings can do. We can only assume what they can do is of that level or worse. Where do you think they get their gifts from?
How about
Drake,
this? How about we start with finding someone who can read the contract?
Finding someone who'd read the contract would be good. We already know how to remove it from them thanks to Graz.
Yeah, but do we have enough time to do the other part of that?
We don't know.
He said
Remy
he just wants Camille.
Our dwarf friend from the ship to come down and take a look. Also, Drake, the ship is fully repaired.
Good. I highly doubt we'll have use of it anytime soon, but that's
We didn't think so,
good.
but we thought it would be something that you would enjoy knowing.
We need to get our hands on someone who can read that infernal or whatever it is. We need a surgeon, and we need.
I don't think any of you actually could identify the language. Could you? No. Okay.
Nope.
No.
And we need someone who can. And we need someone who is especially good with narcotics.
Okay. Well, you said you had people for that.
Yes.
Go handle them.
I'll handle the people with narcotics. Get a surgeon.
I'll
king
go
has
talk to
got
the
to know
king.
someone.
Val and I will go talk to the king. We will ask for someone who specializes in relatively obscure languages and a surgeon who won't ask any questions.
Additionally,
we need to blindfold Camille and maybe stuff some wax in her ears.
It's too late at that point, but
Well, I mean, more for the removal portion of things.
yes, agreed. They need to be completely out of it. If they can be asleep before we even introduce them, even better. Because though there's nothing to even say that even unconscious, they can't still be used to eavesdrop.
Quick question.
That's what I was saying.
What happened to all the stuff that Trifle took out of the bag? Because he was kind of just dropping it on the ground.
It's still there, I think.
Probably still there.
It should still be there.
So Trifle's going around. He's like, "This is all my stuff."
The stuff you got from
Trifle?
Aom's room, put on the table, or what's
He
left
wasn't
of it.
No, not that
there.
stuff. Like this stuff, and he starts pointing to all these things that are like just laying around that you never saw him take out of the sack.
Was the AM stuff another illusion?
It was illusion.
Yeah.
Son
Of course it was.
of
Yeah.
a-
Probably a bunch of sticks and bugs and shit. Just like
And a dead
random-
rat.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Is it like New York City
About a
rat
dead rat.
size? Is it like
Mhm.
half of his body? Yeah.
Well, Rami said that Orcus was trying to rattle us.
Yeah, agreed. Anyway, we need to if we can get the skin off. We all know why Orcus really.
Greg, we already had this conversation. We don't need to do it again, buddy.
Right.
Also, sorry for interrupting you, Sam. That was rude.
That was in character though.
We take away what he wants. We can temporarily give him what he wants. Utopia won't like it, but we all know what he really wants isn't Camille. He wants the contract. We can control that. Then maybe we can convince him to leave her in our care, as what he really wants he won't have.
Which is a good reason for us to figure out what the actual contract says and for us to be able to have the healer help us remove it.
Yes.
We still have 3 days.
Yeah, but we also have to go meet him tomorrow. So let's
Yes,
get
I
started on this
understand.
portion.
We
We
need
should
to
get
meet
started
him
on this
tomorrow.
now.
So
Nope.
Trifle's sitting on the ground. All this stuff's around him, and he kind of just like slowly raises his hand.
Yes, Trifle?
Like, didn't you guys just like go rescue the Camille lady from some big thing?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
And wasn't the big thing sent to take her and keep her by, I guess, the guy you said just showed up?
Yes.
Why wouldn't he want her then? Doesn't super strong lady, like, aren't they like a couple?
They sure are.
Well then, wouldn't having her still give him leverage?
Yes.
But having
He
the
could want both
contract
things?
allows. Yes, he could.
Well, from what you guys said, having the contract just means he doesn't have to worry about anyone closing him out, shutting him down.
Which is the biggest calling card he needs. Without it, his army can be killed and can't be brought back the same way. They'd lose their ability to cheat the system.
Yeah, and that just means that, you know, he can't afford you guys to have that, duh. But at the same time, what I'm trying to say is, if he has Camille, he can technically effectively take you guys out of contention.
He neuters us.
So he could still want both things just as bad. Because if I understood you right, Mr. Drake, what you were suggesting is just give him Camille again after you take the thingy off? Wouldn't he just have half of what he wanted, which is still be bad?
Let's just say this. If we can't find a way to get rid of that contract within those 3 days, then when those 3 days arrive and we meet him for the talks, he's not going to keep his word and keep the peace. More than likely, he's going to have something in play to wipe us off the board. And then everything standing in his way is gone once and for all.
Trifle kind of is like hanging his head, and he says, I don't know none of that. I just thought of that, so I wanted to tell.
as much.
You did good, Trifle.
I don't say this lightly. I really fucking don't, because I'm sick and tired of losing people. But it comes to a point where we have to make a choice between one person or the key to the enemy's success.
That feels like a fool's choice to me, to us.
Well, there's always the third option, and none of us want that, and that's giving him someone else in return. Giving us more
Still feels
time
like a
for
fool's
Camille.
choice.
And Tribal
This-
says, "You're gonna give him Camille?"
No.
I thought you did say that, right, Drake?
It's like, that is one option that I absolutely fucking despise.
And he said, Trifle says, "Well, if you have to give him somebody, I mean, nobody really likes me."
Which means he won't see your soul as equivalent. Sorry.
We like you, Trifle. We just don't trust you very, very much.
I think you might even
not
be
your
growing
fault.
on Drake at this point.
Shut up.
It's not your fault. We
Ah,
don't trust you. It's
I'm
just
onto
because everybody
something.
decides to be you.
Huh?
It's not your fault we don't trust you when everybody tries to be you and we don't know it, and then we don't know if it's you or if it's not you.
Yeah, that wouldn't make things better.
Drake doesn't trust you on general principle.
Honestly, he doesn't trust me, but that's because I tried to kill Utopia one time.
But I didn't try and kill anybody yet, but I'm sure.
You should trust him more than me.
I'm sure I thought about tripping people because they made me mad.
You
That's-
couldn't trip me if you tried.
That's
This
fair.
is there. But what? How could? Well, we could make me more valuable. Let's start a quick cult that all worships me, and then I'll be really valuable.
Wait. Wait.
But you're against cults.
No.
Who's
No,
against
different
cults?
idea.
Cults are great.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with cults.
First steps first. Within under that 24 hours, we need to get to have that contract removed.
Okay, so let's start on that because
We
we're
should
wasting
focus.
time right now.
The Fae
Yes.
have the ability to take identities.
Rifle's like, what's a fae?
Fairies.
You know fairies.
Like big fairies, though, not
Which
tiny
means
ones.
if there's
Oh.
someone willing, we can possibly look to them to essentially have identities and looks swapped. Camille would no longer be Camille. This new person would be Camille by name and title. Meaning when the big guy goes to essentially get what is owed to him, he'll get exactly what's owed to him, but it won't be the person he wants. And we all have a token where the Fae owe us something.
Trifle kind of looks around at everybody. He's like, okay, I'm confused again. I'm gonna shut up.
Same, bro.
Would they be able to replicate the contract, though?
They don't need to.
I mean, that's a pretty big indicator on whether or not it's the fake.
Not if we take the contract off.
And since it will have their name and title, if he goes to pull on that contract, not the contract he has with the person, not the one tied to their back.
But still, maybe we should start the process of getting the contract off.
And accept the fact that in the long run, we have to either sacrifice someone of greater or equal value, or sacrifice Camille. I despise every fucking option. but he's not going to let this go without first hurting us in the process.
Yeah, we're not willing to concede to either. So we're gonna go and talk to the king about trying to find someone who can help us.
I'll go back into the Undercity, see if I can't find any skilled surgeons and narcotics experts. Any other surgeons we can get, the better. Any healers as well. And if we could find someone to start making some goddamn holy water. Hell, maybe even collecting every drop of holy water that exists on this world.
Trifle's like, any stuff then?
Trifle,
I don't care.
Yes.
go steal holy water.
Actual
That's your
holy
mission.
water.
That's your mission.
He stands
Steal
up.
some holy
He
water.
stands up
A
and he
lot.
salutes.
If anyone asks you,
Yes.
ask first. Let them know it's to defeat the archdemon lord that threatens this entire realm. And that
That's
a
if you get
certain group of heroes has a plan to kill him permanently.
Again, that's if you get caught.
Trifle says, someone write that down. I mean, I can't read, but at least I can hand it to someone.
Just tell him that it's for Drake and his friends. How about that?
Oh, I can remember that.
Cool.
And he gets up. He goes, just like turns around and starts heading out. So you guys, are you leaving right now, Val, to go talk to the king?
Yep. Done
Drake,
trying to.
Are you leaving right now to go to check the underworld stuff out?
Drake is already
right.
stormed off at full speed.
And Utopia is in her room with Camille. That leaves Callie and Lex alone. Callie, a lot of confusing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What's Callie's mood like right now?
I think she's still kind of in the like, I don't know how to feel.
Valid.
There's bones to a body in her bag that she thought was her dad, but isn't her dad. She's kind of feeling guilty about it, but also at the same time, like, I need bones. She's been betrayed by Trifle twice, but it hasn't been Trifle either time. And now she doesn't really know who Trifle is anymore. And everybody keeps talking about plans and Orcus and good and bad, and Camille hasn't said anything, and she's super worried about Camille. So I think now that everybody's left, she's just kind of sitting there like unsure of what to do next.
Lex, what's going through Lex's mind?
Lex, some of it is also confusing for Lex. Some of the more complicated stuff definitely like went over her head. Like, no idea. But I think she sees Callie sitting there and just kind of sits behind her and just like wraps her in a hug. She's like, this is something I can do right now. It's just be here for my friend.
Gotcha. Utopia. You're in your room.
Yep.
I'm assuming you just put Callie down on the bed, made her comfortable type things.
Well, she was earlier. So while everybody was kind of sorting all of that, she's trying to get like servants so that like Camille can have a bath drawn, get clothes brought for her, food, water, all of that, like as soon as possible.
And the main reason you were carrying Camille is because she was walking on her own, she was moving on her own, she stays standing on her own. But when you guys went to do anything like run or move quickly, she just stumbled. She didn't have any real coordination.
No.
So, and there was absolutely no way she could like do something like sprint or anything like
No.
that. Right. So yes, no, you start calling for people, they start coming, they start bringing you everything you need. They bring buckets of fresh water, the heating stones for the tub. There's an iron claw tub in every room. They bring heating stones for the tub and everything like that. They bring you like towels and everything, and just leave them in the room. And you know, they unless you ask someone to stay behind, they just leave you with all the stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. She's treating Camille as like very fragile right now. She hasn't had a chance to like also look and see how like aware she is, because when we found her she was very out of it. And so she does like sit her on the edge of the bed. She doesn't care if there's blood or anything like that, but she doesn't want to lay her down on the injuries.
Right.
But she does have to like dismount a little bit to get more range of movement. And like basically anytime she's not in like direct contact with her, she's just kind of like just trying to talk to her softly and just being like, I'm here, just it'll just be a minute and we're gonna get you clean, and I'm sure you're hungry. Everything's here. Just
So she doesn't respond to you as you're doing to that, you know.
yeah, it fucking hurts, bro. Oh my god.
And basically, you get her into the tub.
Yeah.
And you're just doing that whole trying to be Ginger. When she hits the number one, the first thing you notice when you get into the tub is that this thing has not like been tattooed into her or carved into her. It is just there. And so when you sit her down in the tub, she kind of like draws her knees up and wraps her arms around her knees, and she kind of is sitting there. And if you take her arm like to wash her arm or anything like that, she doesn't fight or anything like that, but she's just kind of sitting there. And she just got her hand, whenever she's not like, you're not washing a limb, she just like got her hand like that, and she's resting her chin on her hand. And after about like, because you're trying to be slow and gentle with it, so after about 10 minutes of that, she finally says, this really quietly. She says, "Did I ever tell you that my mom was a magic user?"
No, you never really talked much about your family outside of your grandparents.
Yeah. I mean, she wasn't an adventurer or anything like that. Just, you know, she did little magics and basically, you know, paid the bills, cantrips. And I always thought I'd become one, but I didn't do good with books. It says, she started using dust to try and increase her capabilities so she could take higher paying jobs. After a while, she stopped taking jobs because all she wanted to do was dust. And then she stopped taking care of me. My grandparents took me in. They wouldn't let her come in. I mean, when I got older, they told me what was going on. But I didn't understand it then. All I knew is I couldn't be with Mom. And I didn't understand why. I always thought that was hell. They showed me my mom. She's in hell. Before she died. sure she belongs there. She kind of looks up at you and she's crying. And she says, "You still can't hate." I don't know if that makes me a bad person or not. I should hate her. Should be understanding that she put herself there. And they offered me the deal. I wasn't going to take it. I figured I could take my grandparents and we could run. Get out of the city, get away from everything. Ayla was already hell. Didn't need to be there. That was the first time he showed me my... Didn't show me what was happening. They let her beg me. Help her get... They promised I did everything they wanted. That my grandparents would be... That my... Go someplace better. Now I don't even know what's going on with my family. I don't know where my grandparents. I know that they're probably somewhere safe. I know everyone's trying to keep them. And I don't know. I don't know you. The thing in the well told me that I could always break out. Because the whole rider behind everything was me. I could negate everything if I just gave them me. Since I've gotten to know you guys, I've understood something. One thing. Very cool. Hero has the ability to say, I will give myself up for everyone else. Monster says, I will give up others for anyone. I've been a monster. Almost a year. I was willing to give you all up, try and save my mother, keep my grandparents. I'm sorry. And she just like buries her, she puts her forehead down on the back of her hands and she's just crying.
Topia's also just like, you know, silent tears coming down, hearing that kind of similarity. Your parent is terrible and has done terrible things, and you just can't hate them, and you hate that they ended up where they are, and they kind of maybe they belong there, but it's still awful. It's awful to be shown that, like, all of that shit. And it was in this room too, where her dad like kind of jump scared her. So yeah, no, like all of that is coming back. But she kind of leans further up and she puts her arms around Camille, and it takes her kind of a second, and she's kind of like leaning her head against the back of Camille's head, and she says, I understand that you're sorry, and I forgive you. And I'll keep forgiving you, because you and everyone else have to forgive me for why I exist and the part that I've had in this, and semantics as to the deal and all of that. Technically, before my sibling was born, I could have given myself up and prevented a lot of suffering. But the time's already passed, it's already happened. And if I keep blaming myself the way everyone wants me not to, I won't be able to function, and that's not helpful right now. And I understand how you feel. I do. And I don't want you to end up in your mother's place. I don't want you to end up with them again. And I'm still going to do whatever I can to prevent that. Because you deserve to have a future, just like everybody else we're trying to save. And I'm sure everyone else agrees. I'm sure they're out running around trying to find ways to help. This is just the way I think I can help right now. I want to help you and make sure that you're okay, because you still deserve that.
She like literally nearly bursts out of the tub and just like throws her arms around you and is just the racking sobs of someone who is just letting everything out in one massive wave.
Yeah.
And she's going to be like hanging on to you for several minutes, and it gets to the point where she's doing that thing where she's crying so hard that at times you worry that she's like going to suffocate, because it doesn't sound like she's breathing much.
Yeah.
But she eventually quiets. And after she stops crying, she says, I'm very tired. Just want to lay down for a minute.
Okay. We can do that.
Like, she's been hanging on you so long, the upper half of her is dry.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you help her out of the tub, get her into a robe.
Yeah.
She gets into bed, and like by the time you pull the covers up over her, she's out. Out. And that's basically what you were doing the entire time everyone else was doing all that.
Yeah.
So while Lex and Camille, while you're sitting out there,
Lex and
Callie, sorry. I don't know why I said Camille, because I was just Camille. Sorry about that.
Camille mode. Gotta switch.
Yeah, gotta switch off Camille mode. As you are sitting out there, you hear her sobbing is just so loud. You can hear the sounds of Camille when she goes into the actual open. This is a total breakdown. It's also that crying that you're almost screaming as you cry.
Yep.
So you guys can hear that coming from Utopia's room.
I don't like that I can't fix that.
I know. We're a little stuck on things right now. So you and I, we need to do what we can do. And they need you, Callie. I know you made a promise to protect Camille. But you can't do that if you go with him.
Guess so. Just... It felt like the only answer.
If any one of us needs to do that, it's gonna be me. Because Drake's far less likely to lose his shit as much if I go than if you go. Drake's not here. He doesn't know I'm saying this.
Yeah.
No, but I don't want you to go.
I don't plan on it. But if I have to, I will. That's how I protect you guys.
But I can bring you back.
I know you can.
So you can't really leave.
Exactly. And guess what? You don't have to pay anything to bring me back. No.
Right then, Callie, you feel a little whisper on your ear, and you hear a very familiar voice say, "Is it working? Mud Skipper, it's your dad. I just wanted to let you know we miss you, and please be safe." And then you're gonna say, "Is that 25?" And it stops off. It cuts off.
That's so dad. That's
I love it. So parent coded that like
That's
they
so
don't know
dad
the
using a
limit.
phone he doesn't know how to use. Oh my god.
Yep.
Working in phones and seeing this all the time. 100%. 100%.
Is that 25 words?
Is that 25?
How do I turn this?
When they FaceTime and the
Did
phone
you-
is like
did I do
2
it?
millimeters from their face. And
Oh yeah, and you can just see like the
The
forehead.
forehead.
Did I do it? Is it working?
I love
the
this-
eyeball.
I love the
When
one
they
that was
accidentally turn the camera.
yeah. I love the one that was the two old people, like they're trying to play piano for their other grandkids, and they just they had the phone up and it's like, and they're like, "Is it recording?" He's like, "No, it's not recording yet. We have to hit the button first." He's like, "Okay, well, what are we gonna?" And they just have this whole discussion while they're recording themselves, and then they go to hit the button, and I guess they played the song or whatever because then nothing happened, and then they hit the button again, and it starts recording again.
Oh my god.
They just had it backwards. Oh my god.
Wow.
That tracks.
Yeah.
I legitimately had somebody ask me, if I get a new phone, will I stop getting spam calls?
No.
No.
New number?
They will find you
Maybe.
in your coffin.
No, I was gonna say a
Spam
new number.
caller.
You'll just get the old person who had that number's before use spam calls.
Yep. Yep. I've had a work phone for 8 years and I still get calls for a priest named Derek.
Start fucking with them.
Oh my god.
It's the one thing you do about
Hey,
it.
I'm
So-
trying to get in contact with Derek. Don't know who that is, guy.
What we're gonna do now is because we got started late, we didn't take a break, and I thank everyone for dealing with that. That was, you guys were so gracious, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. And what we're going to do now is we're going to wrap a little bit early because even though they started late, they didn't take a break and everything like that. So I want to let these guys get out of here. We're going to go ahead. I know that we have other things we want to resolve. People have messaged me and stuff like that. So this is going to just continue from right here on the next game. All right. Because I know there's a lot of stuff that still has to get resolved. And you guys have like the sword of Damocles hanging over your head. So, yeah. So it's going to be one more intense session of RP, and then stuff. Stuff. All right. So, number one, thank everyone who stayed with us tonight. This was an excellent and amazing session. To my players, I am very sorry. I know it's bad. I believe in
It's
you guys.
only going to get worse.
I believe in you guys.
Yeah, it is.
And don't try and pick up the Wand of Orcus anymore.
Yeah, no, that was a terrible idea. I thought Val was the one with the brain cell. I thought he would know better.
That's
You
what
know,
Drake was like.
Sphinx-
I really hope that's not
Sphinx,
what it is.
also,
I don't
yeah,
think it is.
actually, you know what? As someone who's been here all 98 sessions, Sphinx, I love you so much. Val uses Mage Hand and Bigsby's Hand for fucking everything. And this one time,
One
ass
time.
thing, let me just raw, no gloves, no nothing, no, like you, bro. When I tell you, I was like, wait a second, doesn't he use Mage and Bigsby's Hand for doors? For chests, for everything, and he just touched that shit. I hope you never get that 15 HP back. I love you so much. You do not deserve that 15 HP back. And I think I almost killed Ray too. Like,
Yeah, well,
Wow.
Val's already using Mage Hand to hold your great
What the heck?
grandpappy's
that's
arm.
less important.
And there was so much happening
people.
that well, there was so much happening that like Val was just like, I'm fucking frustrated. No one's making a decision. Fucking, I'm making a decision, and that's on that. And we
That was
And
we
that's
know
on
now
that.
that Val has to reassess that line of thought.
Jesus Christ.
'Cause that was
He
not a
is
safe
never
thing he
living
did.
that down. That's
Oh, no, he
really a
shouldn't.
footnote in the novelization of like, if you haven't been paying close enough attention, just note that Val never acts this dumb. Okay, like,
I mean, this is also like the
Oh my
something that
gosh.
happens often in books is you can have characters that are absolutely brilliant, but in a key moment when you least expect it, they are going to something is going to skip.
Just gonna
you're
grab it.
going to
Okay, I'm
act
gonna
without
grab it. I'm
thought.
gonna lick it. I'm
Even
gonna
the most
be all up in it.
notorious thinkers are going to miss one thing
Yeah.
and act on something and
Yeah.
not think about what they're doing. Everyone.
It was. I had the classic GM moment of, so you touch it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I was like,
reacted
no.
to
Because you
my
asked
fucking
me
fight or
if Lex
flight.
had touched it, and I was like, no, they were holding it like over Rifle's hands,
Yep.
like
Yeah.
helping to lower it.
Yeah. Bless you.
Like even Lex didn't touch it.
Yeah. No, see,
See,
that's
And Lex is
crazy.
stupid.
I
See,
want
my
that part in
instinct.
bold.
My instinct into like my initial thought was
God.
had I not put together I put it together too late and I
That
asked
was
about it and I didn't get any
so-
response, so I thought no one heard it of. Trifle touched it and wasn't affected by it.
I know. I heard
Why?
you say that, and I was like, "Oh, is the cover blown? Is the cover blown?" And then no one reacted
no
to
one
it, and I was like,
I didn't.
"Not yet."
It didn't even register to me.
Yeah, it's just like, God damn it. That's why I was like, Either this is
Wait a
why
fucking second.
he wants into this plane so bad, or Lex, smash. Break the thing.
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't know if that thing can be broken, to be honest.
So
No, you have to take it to
For-
like
So
the
if
purely
you
positive plane.
Yeah.
if you want it permanently destroyed, if it goes off the old lore for it, which I'm assuming it does, considering most lore like that's old, they don't typically change. If you want to permanently destroy it, you actually have to find the very well hidden soul of the hero whose skull is on that staff.
They have to take it to the
It's hidden
positivity
away.
plane.
You
And
have to
then
take it to
that soul to the
Nirvana.
positive energy plane. That said, it can be
Positivity plane.
destroyed, but kind of like a demon, it will
Just comes right back.
rebuild itself. Well, it doesn't come right back. It rebuilds itself back in.
Well, they've
in the
changed that
abyss.
because now it just appears right next to Orcus.
Well, that's fucking mean.
Well, damn.
So wait, it just breaks and then it just immediately reconstitutes itself?
Whatever broke just disappears, and the whole staff appears right next to Orcus.
That's so
That's
mean.
bullshit.
That is bullshit.
That's
They
so
took
mean. I
They
love
took
it.
something to where you could break a demon's weapon, and thus not take him out of the fight.
His
but
fucking
from
sword, he can just resummon.
his sword,
Well,
he can
then if he can
resummon.
resummon his sword, then at least let us break that. Like, damn.
Oh, I did. I
I'm like,
gave Lex
shit.
the roll, but it just wasn't
Yeah,
enough.
Lex-
Oh no,
Yeah,
I mean the
the
lore.
damage wasn't
Like they
enough.
changed it so that like now the staff also just like reset. Like, man, give us something. Can't
Like
break shit.
an artifact of that level that just it used to be if a god relies so heavily on this one object, you can temporarily render them unable to use that object and thus kind of leverage a fight. But it means
Yeah,
putting a lot of resources into knocking that thing out of their hands, breaking it, or doing something to it to remove it from play for a few turns.
Yeah.
Yeah, extra mean to have like players just be like, yeah, no, spend all those resources, and it just boop. Like,
Rude.
No.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it's one of those. Well, Orcus himself is this thing.
It's
He has
rude.
two CRs, one with the wand and one without.
oh my
So I was
fucking
right.
God.
I was right. That's something they had like
That's
back
so
in
mean.
even in old 3.5 too, except AC was
Rude.
more like Pathfinder levels back then.
He basically, it's just ridiculous. He's ridiculous.
He's a
But
rude
his-
More
bitch.
than likely, also has additional. Granted, they're more of X per day, but essentially additional spells he can cast while wielding that
Oh
staff.
God, yes.
Maybe having some additional actions as well.
The shittiest part is the staff can do things by itself.
Yeah.
It's intelligent.
It's like Doctor Strange's fucking cape.
Yeah, pretty
But
much.
it doesn't have its own initiative roll, thankfully.
No, it goes on Orcus's.
But that doesn't give him extra turns, thankfully.
All right. Holy shit. Thank you guys so much again. Thank you everyone who was with us tonight. What we're going to do now is I'm going to let these lovely people tell you where you can find them on the massive interwebs on our Twitch channel. We're going to raid out, which means we're going to jump out of this game and we're going to jump into someone else's stream. When you get there, tell them hi, tell them thank you for making content, watch their stuff and see if you like it, and give them a follow. But the most important thing you can do in a raid, refresh your screen. When we raid out, it only counts my channel as going into that channel. So that's only one view. But if you refresh your screen, it counts every single person as a new view, which helps their analytics. And the reason we raid is to build community and help our community members. So we're going to find out someone to raid. While that's going on, you'll see the stream is ending screen up for a little bit. On our other socials, thank you so much for being with us. We really enjoyed having you here. We're going to tell you guys good night and hope you have a really great rest of your week. Friday's almost here. You're almost saved. Just hold out a little bit longer and everything will be all right. Said that a lot tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, first off, let's start with Cassie. Cassie,
Yeah.
how are you doing and where can we find you on the interwebs?
All right. You can find me on social media. I have those things, Lady Vamp. Of course, I'm here on Wednesday nights playing Callie, our dumb little girl. On Wednesdays,
She's the speaker of the plains.
she's the speaker of the plains. She is Our Lady in Autism.
Our Lady in Autism.
She's still dumb. And that's my favorite thing. But also on Tuesday nights, me and Sam are over with ADH Adventures, where I play a not as dumb cleric who also is really bad with planning. But she's got a therapist, so she's got her shit together, mostly. Yeah, that's all I do.
That's all I do. Excellent. Thank you so much, Cassie. So we're going to go ahead and jump around the horn, and we're going to go say hi to Sam. Sam, where can people find you in the massive interwebs?
Wait, what about horns?
Horns.
Horns.
It's just horny.
I got a couple pairs of horns.
I know, I've seen.
I've got a few in the house somewhere.
What
Well,
did you say?
Exactly. What is up, y'all? I am Sam, Mark Co on most socials, and the Starfield on Twitch. I handle the gaming side, the wife handles the TTRPG side. As Cassie so well put, I am over on ADH Adventures with Turning Point, where I actually get a chance to play a full caster, not something that happens very often. And as of recently, I get to show people how scary lightning is.
It's
Other than that,
scary.
you can find me here on Wednesdays, either with Kingdoms of Mist or doing various one-shots. And I think that is it for the time being. Maybe in the future, if my work schedule changed, I may be able to join more projects, but we shall see.
Gotcha. Excellent. And like that would be wonderful for you because I know you.
Oh, please give me the 7 to 3. Please give me the 7 to 3. Just, please.
Hopefully you'll get it, man. Let's go over to Miss Liz. Miss Liz, where can people find you on the mighty interwebs?
You can find me at various iterations of @MissList and @MissList2 all across the social medias. I'm obviously here on Wednesday nights, and on Monday nights you can find me on the Starfield on the gaming end of things, playing Werewolf the Apocalypse, where I play the absolutely adorable Zoe Rainier, our children of Gaia Theurge, who is currently in the valley just cupping a very tiny lion's mane jellyfish spirit. She is very happy to have found the previous Karen's spirit, and it's going to be really fun in my epilogue when she talks to the rest of the Karen about things. This is not going to go well, probably.
So you found the spirit, but it's a baby?
So the original spirit that Karen had was like a fully grown, evolved spirit, but some fuck shit happened, and it left, and we had to go... And so we finally, like, it's like the Karen's dying, so we had to go and get a new spirit, and my character was very much like, I would like to try to find the original spirit, and we did, and so it's like, okay, I'll come back, because you guys are saying all the right things, and so but it's like, I'm not, like, I'm not doing, like, what I am now, so we have, like, a baby version.
A baby version. Excellent.
And now the rest of the group gets to follow me back out of the Umbra because I'm the only person who knows the path. Yay, Umbral Traveler lore sheet.
Dun dun dun. Excellent. And thank you. That was it, right, Liz?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So thank you very much, Liz. Now we're going to go around to Milagros. Milagros, where can people find you on the Massive interwebs?
Hello, people can find me consistently here on Dinner and a Game Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights. I will also be hopefully becoming more active soon on my TikTok and my Instagram, where I will be posting stuff that's more music based. I was in a musical this past summer, and we're supposed to be getting some stuff back from that. I also did my first set in September and had that recorded as well, and should be getting that soon. And then I'll also be hopefully starting up a monthly project where I do a new professionally recorded cover each month. So expect a lot of Hosier. He is an honorary lesbian. That man is a lesbian to me.
Man is a lesbian.
He's a lesbian. Listen, Unreal Unearth had me by the neck last year, and then he released more, and now it's got me by the neck again. So yeah, expect a lot of Hosier, some Sleeping at Last, Rina Sawayama, big fan of her as well. So yeah, look out for that. My links are all in my link tree.
Excellent, wonderful. I'm going to be looking at that because I want to hear. Excellent. Thank you very much. And finally, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Sphinx Akasha. Sphinx, where can people find you on the mighty internet?
Hi, I'm Sphinx Akasha, apparently the man, the myth, and the legend. You can find me just about everywhere on the internet at Sphinx Akasha. Also at the Everbright Archive, which I'll talk about in a second. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, of course, you can find me right here with Dinner in the Game. On Tuesdays, playing in Emerald Sanctums, which is our open splat game where all of the World of Darkness species are on the table, and I'm playing as the put upon mage and reincarnation of Merlin, Emrys Grant. All he wants to do is run his tea shop / a bookstore, but the universe keeps pulling him into now multiverse saving shenanigans. So of course, tonight you've seen me play Valentine O'Call, the party dad, captain of the crew, and adopted dad to Utopia, and now the owner of a brand new steed, which is beautiful and terrifying. You can find me on Saturdays with ADH Adventures as we swap back and forth between Heroes Arc, where I play Raziel, the absentee king, who happens to also be an ASMR necromancer, and on Unlicensed Magic War Crimes, where I play as Zenathos Solera said, a Ladrin paladin / sorcerer who also used to be the world's BBEG and is trying to make up for shit he did 150 years ago. And then on Sundays with ADH Adventures for the Tale That Never Was, where I play as Io Sidra Nyota. He's a Kalistar Aberrant Mind sorcerer who's my answer to the question, what if you take Howl from Howl's Moving Castle, make him a Kalistar, and make Calcifer his quarry. I also play the role of my quarry, Sidra. It is our time travel dimension hopping campaign, and right now we're in Sidra's backstory as we are on Sidra's homeworld of Zariel as it's being destroyed. So traumatic, and figuring out what we can learn from that as it relates to the great game. And starting in mid-December, you'll also be able to find my new podcast project, The Everbright Archive. It is a TTRPG actual play podcast anthology where everyone at my table gets to take turns being both player and storyteller. It features, of course, myself, our very own Madness Diamond, our very own Selkie Cove, the amazing Bardic Sweet Tea, and the fantastic Bryn Ursa, all this first cycle of the table. So stay tuned for that. Also stay tuned next month, because in November on a Wednesday that we will announce soon, we'll be playing in the world I've created for the Everbright Archive in a Fabula Ultima one-shot, 3-shot that I'm calling What the Hell Did We Sign Up For? Which features Miss Liss, Mark Harv & Co., and Mr. Dag Show here, as well as Dice Goblin Black Cat and Vixie Bell. It's going to be cool. It's going to be exciting. I'm excited to introduce everyone to this world that I've created, and introduce and get to see what kind of chaos these players have created.
What are you talking about? We would never create chaos.
I know the two of you.
I don't do nothing. I just sit here.
The three of you, actually, yes.
I do nothing. I sit here.
Me? Cause chaos?
Never. I don't believe it. Sam is the most calm person I know.
Look at this adorable face. It would never do anything to betray you.
It's a good time to remind everyone that I have custody of Ray's kneecaps.
Mm-hmm. I have custody of Ray's toes.
Yep.
My body.
Can I call this?
I didn't know you were into that.
My body's been subdivided so many times now.
I get his
Are you giving me
elbows.
your toes? Are you giving me your toes, Liz?
You can have my toes.
Oh boy.
All
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, before this gets us banned,
Holding a finger looking good.
I mean, we didn't
Oh,
even say the
God.
L word this time.
we have not said it. Well,
That's
nope.
true.
No,
That's
we've
true.
said it
We
several
were good.
times.
Yeah, we have said it several times actually.
Oh, damn it. Never
Oh,
mind. We were
I
not
wasn't paying
good.
attention.
But we survived.
We did survive saying
So,
lesbians. We
but
did.
like, yeah, we survived on TikTok. As we said earlier, we're going to go ahead and raid out to now on TikTok, on Twitch, on all the other social medias. We're going to say goodnight to you, but we need to tell you one more thing. No matter
We
what,
hate you.
no, that's not what we need to tell you. At dinner and a game, we always save you a seat at the table, but we need you to do us a favor. Please do what you can to protect yourself. Social distance where you can. Wear a mask when you can. Almost all of us went to Gen Con. Almost all of us got COVID. It's the thing now. We have to protect ourselves because we need you to have all your spell slots available to you so you can enjoy this type of content whenever you feel like it. So please do what you can to protect yourselves. And if you can, please go give these lovely people a follow on their social medias. We would do this no matter what. It's our passion and it's what we love to do. But when we see someone go and follow that trail down and go down that rabbit hole and actually click a like or a follow on something we created, it's a high we can't begin to describe. So thank you all for everything you do for us at Dinner and a Game. And thank you for all you do for yourselves to keep yourselves happy. Please continue doing it. We're going to go ahead and say goodnight now. And like I said, we'll see you in the raid and the other channel. And hope you have a really great night.
Clean our crew. Keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level. And we run. And we roll. We rolled a critical hit to the heart. People grow up, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget.